What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, what it do? What it do? Oh, yeah, we got some cooking to do today. That's for sure. And when you come in the building, make sure that you smash on the like button and jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. We got my man Jay West in the building. What's happening with it? Kevin Steenhouse, Mr. Mechanical, Smooth Groove Boxing. What it do? OTB Boxing, my brother in the building. Smoke, what it do? My man John Kramer in the building. Blessed Two Fish, what's happening with it? Teach in the building. Corey Moe in the building. D. Wilson, Anthony Johnson. Yeah, like I said, we definitely finna cook today. When y'all come in the building, just make sure that y'all smash on that like button for me. You feel me? Cortez Bowles, what's happening with it? Yeah. So like I said, definitely smash on the like button when you come in the building. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. Brandon House, what's happening with it? What it do? All the way from that Detroit. Motor City in the building. Yeah. So like I said, smash on my like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. And we're gonna cook today. Phil J508. I see you in the building. Yeah. Mike B, what's happening with it? And we got a lot to cook on today. Heavyweight division, all of a sudden, Deontay Wilder comes back, and the heavyweight division is popping again. You know what I'm saying? We getting big fights. All of a sudden, y'all remember how quiet the heavyweight division was when Deontay Wilder was, when they thought he had retired. Shit crazy. Now, all of a sudden, the heavyweight division is back popping again. But when everybody thought that Wilder had retired, with nobody talking about the heavyweight division. Now we getting big fights. These fighters want to fight each other, all that shit. So the heavyweight division is popping again. And, when the heavyweight division is popping, boxing is popping. Because these other smaller weight classes, man, they ain't moving right. You know what I'm saying? These smaller fighters, they ain't moving right. Half of them scared to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Not scared to fight each other, but scared to lose their O if they got one. They scared to get an L, and they just moving funny. The Queen, Cassandra Mason, is in the building. Yeah. So like I said, we got a lot to cook on. Talk about this, this situation with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, or the situation that should be, but it don't look like it's panning out like that. Talk about that. We're going to talk about this Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I love that fight. I still love that fight because one thing Anthony Joshua showed in his last fight is he showed progression. He didn't show that he was declining. He actually showed he was getting better. So he's still dangerous for sure. Let me see. And then I want to cook on this Caleb Plant situation too. Because Caleb Plant, he had a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant, he had a lot to say. John Kramer, what's happening with it? Blessed Two Fish, what it do? Yeah. So we definitely gonna get into it. And like I said, as you come in the building, smash on the like button, jump in the comments, let me know you in the building. And we got a lot to cook on today, for sure. Real Johnson 401, what's happening with it? I see you. Man, and that Canelo Triple G, not really. Real talk, I'm not really interested in now one of them fighters. Real talk. I mean, let's just keep it 100. Yeah, Canelo Triple G is this weekend. You know, if I watch the fight, I'll watch it. If I don't, I don't. You know, I've seen that fight twice already. I've seen both of those fighters fight back when they were supposed to fight. I don't need to see them fight 4 years from now when one man is old as Methuselah, right? And the other man is in his prime. I don't need, Canelo's not going to prove nothing to me by beating Triple G for a second time in a row. 4 years after the fact. Now Triple G is moving up to a weight class he refused to fight at his whole career. Triple G, let me say it again. Triple G is moving up to a weight class for a bag. And yeah, it's just strictly for the bag because he refused to fight in this same weight class we was trying to get him to fight when there was some real dogs in this weight class, and he would never move up to fight at 168. But now, at 40 plus years old, you finna be 41 years old, and now you decide to move up to the weight class. I'm not interested in that. Like I said, I'll watch it, but I'm not interested in it. That's why I ain't been talking about it. Aisha, what's going on with it, Queen? Mr. Mechanical. Yeah, so my man, Flawless Mentality with Dr. Mark Stearns in the building. What's happening with it, Doc? Yeah. So you know, it is what it is. It's probably gonna be an action-packed fight. I'm gonna keep it 100. It'll be an action-packed fight just for the simple fact is that, you know, Triple G, he's a walking punching bag. You know, I mean, he ain't gonna block nothing, but he gonna block all the punches with his face. Triple G, he got power still. He just don't have the explosiveness that he once had. You know, and we know that Triple G can't take a body shot, and Canelo like to go to the body. See, so it's gonna be a much different fight than it was the first two fights. Like the first fight, I scored it a draw. I actually had to fight a draw. The second fight, I had Canelo Alvarez winning clearly. It was a tough fight for him, but he still won the fight clearly to me. Now, like I said, that was over 4 years ago. Now, this third fight is different. Triple G, he's aged. Everybody didn't expose his flaws. We see he can't take body shots at all. You know, he damn near like Keith Thurman. You feel me? The only thing that's different between Triple G and Keith Thurman when they get hit in the body is Keith Thurman, he get to running. You know what I'm saying? He curl over and run. Triple G just curl over. You know what I'm saying? And continue to take headshots. Triple G curl over and put his neck out and his chin out and let you hit him in the face while he's covering up his stomach, his body. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, he's smarter with it because he's just going to take off running from you. But now one of them can take a body shot. Tubi Leak, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here, checking out the live. Sheena, the queen in the building, what's happening with it? And like I said, make sure that y'all, you know, smash on the like button. Make sure that y'all smash on the like button when you come in the building. So, yeah, you know, I'm not really interested in that fight, but we do got Franco fighting. You know what I'm saying? He fighting on that card, so I don't even really know who all on the undercard. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Let's see who's on the undercard of these fights this weekend. Let's see. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Let me see. Upcoming. Let me see who fighting. Okay, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez is fighting Israel Gonzalez for the super flyweight. I fuck with Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. He's for real. Like Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez is for real, for real. Real talk. So that's the only other fight that I know that's on that card. Cause they not listing all the fights that's on that card, but I definitely fuck with Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. He's a monster. Dundada, what's happening with it? Salute. Dundada says, rip PNB. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. You know what I'm saying? Until yesterday, I never had heard of him before. You know, I had no idea who he was. Never heard his music. If I heard his music, I didn't know who he was. And but yeah, unfortunate situation, man. We got to do better. You know, I don't know what he had going on, but you know, that's why, like, I ain't never been with that. Putting your location up, you feel me? Putting your location up everywhere you at. You know, she should have known better than that. You know, some people just have to be known on social media. They gotta let everybody know what they're doing every second. And that's the consequences sometimes, right? Why you gotta let everybody know what you're doing every second of every minute of your life? I never understood that. I know people like that, and that shit get on my nerves. Like, oh man, we gotta post this and we gotta post that. I'm right here and I'm right. Like, I don't like, for real, to a bunch of people that you'll never meet in your entire life. To a bunch of people that don't give a damn about you. Like, I ain't never been on that type of shit. Like I said, I didn't grow up in the social media era. So maybe, you know, I just look at it different. But yeah, you know, especially if you got all that jewelry on and, you know, all of that. And obviously he had to have some type of problem with him. And, you know, she out here posting his location and all of that. So, yeah. So, but like I said, I had no idea who he was. Until yesterday, I didn't know who he was. What's happening with it? What's happening with it, Rip? Coach in the building. But so, yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean, shit, you know, hey. We got to do better, you know. We got to do better. If I get into that, it's going to be a whole conversation on that. So I'm not even going to get it because you know, it's a lot I got to say with that. You know, it's a lot I got to say with that. It start with these young kids, you know, they sit around all day and watch rap videos that got nothing in the rap videos but a bunch of skinny ass niggas holding guns, waving guns in the video, right? They ain't got no women in the video, just about 60 dudes in the video waving guns around with extended clips and shit. And these kids sit around and watch this shit all day. I know, because I seen my nephews doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting around watching this shit all day. And I'm like, bro, this is what y'all do all day? Watch a bunch of dudes with extended clips and ARs and AKs and shit, waving them around in the camera, rapping about nothing but, you know, hey, that's where that shit, you know, yeah. So we can get deep into it, but, you know, all of that has a lot to do with the killing that's going on with us. You know, you feel me? So, and the people, the A&Rs and the record companies, that's what they want us to do. That's what they want. That's why they sign these artists that you know, right, that don't have no fucking sense. A lot of these dudes, they coming from, you know what I'm saying? They coming from the streets. They really living that shit now. Like back when I was growing up, back in the 80s and 90s and shit, them dudes, They wasn't living none of that shit they was talking about. They wasn't living none of that shit that they was talking about. Now these dudes, they living that shit. And they have to prove it every day. They got to prove it every day. You know what I'm saying? They got to prove that shit every single day. You know, the rap has changed a lot. And it ain't going to stop, you know. It's going to continue on and continue on. It's going to continue on and continue on. So, hey, you know, what you know, we can't, we out here, you know what I'm saying, marching and protesting this shit, but shit, we ain't doing no better with ourselves. So anyway, like I said, y'all hit the like button and smash on the like button. Y'all smash on the like button, you know, as you come in the building if y'all ain't hit the like yet. You feel me? But like I said, when you got kids that's standing in front of the TV all day watching that shit, what you think they gonna want to go out and do? You feel me? What you think they gonna want to go out and do? The worst shit that was out when I was coming up that people was complaining about was Menace to Society. And that was a goddamn movie. You know what I'm saying? And it had it had a message. You know what I'm saying? It had a message at the end of the movie. That was the worst shit that was out when I was coming up was Menace to Society. People was complaining about how horrible that was, but it had a message at the end of the movie. You feel me? Boys in the Hood had a message throughout the whole movie. So yeah. These motherfucking kids nowadays, they scared to fight. They don't fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't fight. I didn't have my nephews tell me, I ain't fucking fighting. I ain't fighting the nigga. I don't fight nobody. So, you know. But yeah, so yeah. Like I said, let's hit the like button. We're gonna get into this boxing because see, I could go on about that all day. You know what I'm saying? I could go on about that all day. But you know. Yeah, like I said, OTB, yeah, they killing for stripes. They rapping about shit, right? And they gotta prove that the shit that they rapping about, that's what they really about. And if they don't prove it, everybody else around them gonna test them on that shit. You feel me? So yeah. But Swad Jones, I see you, my man KG Alexander in the building. What's happening with it? You feel me? Blessed Two Fish, what's happening with it? Yeah, Chris Primetime, what it do? But yeah, like I said, we're gonna get into this boxing talk, man. Gonna get into this boxing talk. First thing I want to touch on is this whole Devin Haney situation, man. You know, I seen, let me see. Earlier, I seen the comment, right? And like I said, I got my own mind. I don't agree with everything that everybody else say. You feel me? I don't think nobody is supposed to do that. But I'm trying to find the comment, my man. My man put in here earlier. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. My man Cortez Bowles. My man Cortez Bowles. What's happening with it? That's my guy. But Cortez Bowles says, freeze out Vasyl Lomachenko, right? Freeze out Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, my thing is like, why are we talking about freezing out Vasyl Lomachenko now? Freeze him out? So basically they're saying that you telling me, oh, you rooting for Devin Haney not to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. No, nah, absolutely not. Hell no. Nah. Devin Haney got to get that smoke with Vasyl Lomachenko. All of a sudden now that the fight is makeable, right? Right there. All of a sudden now y'all both under the same banner, and the fight is getting closer and closer. Freeze him out? Nah, Cortez Bowles, no. That's called ducking. That's what that's called. That's called ducking. Because if you want to get down to the get down, for those who say that, Vasyl Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney and all of that, the last time I checked, Vasyl Lomachenko fought for 3 scraps. So you want to fight for 1 scrap or you want to fight for 3? The last time I checked, he fought Teofimo Lopez, that was the much more dangerous opponent at that time, that had accomplished more at that time, and that had a better resume than Devin Haney did at that time. These are all facts. If y'all want to talk about facts, those are all facts. So why would you freeze the man out now when the time has come, or the time is getting closer and closer, right? Now you can see it. It's right there in your sight. And you want to freeze him out? First of all, and I fuck with Devin Haney. When Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko fight, I'm going to be rooting for Devin Haney to win the fight. But that's neither here nor there. That don't have nothing to do with nothing, right? So, you mean to tell me that Devin Haney in his career right now, 23, 24 years old, y'all already telling him to freeze people out? The same man that just a couple months ago said that he didn't want to fight anybody but Vasyl Lomachenko or Gervonta Tank Davis and Gervonta Tank Davis. I want to fight Vasyl Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now that Lomachenko is like, hey, I want that smoke. I want to fight Devin Haney real bad. Yeah, we got to make it happen. We both on the top rank right now. We got to make this fight happen. Yeah, I want to fight Devin Haney. I want all of his belts. Now all of a sudden it's freeze him out. No, Devin, don't fight him. Freeze him out. He didn't freeze Devin Haney out. Whatever happened with that franchise belt, let's keep it real. At that point in time, who had Devin Haney fought? And like I said, I'm a Devin Haney fan, but we just not going to sit up here and just act like at that point in time when Devin Haney was the mandatory or whatever, situation happened to where that franchise belt shit came up and Vasyl Lomachenko chose to take the franchise belt. We not finna act like that Devin Haney just was beating the fuck out of everybody and had a hell of a resume. He hadn't done nothing really at that point in his career. So why would I fight a Devin Haney when I got a chance to go the route and I could fight for 3 titles? That's what he did. That wasn't freezing Devin Haney out. He chose to take the path where he was gonna, where all the belts was gonna be on the level, where all the belts was right there. So yeah, that's what happened. You were crying about the fight over and over for you. Now it's here, and we talking about no, don't take the fight, freeze him out. I don't understand that. No, yeah, he must fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Now after that, if he want to go up in weight, if he want to stay, it don't matter. but you got to get that smoke. Ain't no freezing out. It ain't no calling, you know what I'm saying, barking behind the goddamn screen door, talking a whole bunch of shit behind the screen door, and then when the motherfucker opened the door, you back up and say, nah, you know what? I don't want it no more. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Why would, as a fight fan, why are we talking about freeze him out as fight fans? Don't y'all want to see that fight? Ain't Devin Haney so dangerous? Don't y'all want to see Devin Haney punish Vasyl Lomachenko? Y'all got to make me understand what it is. I thought we was fight fans. All of a sudden it's, nah, Devin, don't take the fight. If y'all feel some type of way about the situation that went down when Vasyl Lomachenko didn't fight Devin Haney, ain't the best revenge for him to get is for him to put hands on Vasyl Lomachenko? But we supposed to be just diehard fight fans and we screaming about freeze him out? I don't understand. Y'all got to make this shit make sense to me. All of a sudden now it's freeze him out. Nah, don't fight him. Nah, bro, I'm not running with that fucking narrative. No. Yeah, you need that. You need to go get that smoke. You need to go get that motherfucking smoke. So, Cortez Bowes, that is the problem. See, I didn't have to say nothing. See, this is the problem. Niggas is scared for Devin Haney to lose to Vasyl Lomachenko. But I'm not. Because you know what? The best must fight the best. And that is a fight where the best would be fighting the best. You niggas is scared for Devin Haney to be in the fight to where you think he has a chance to getting beat. So you saying, no, I don't want him to fight because he might get robbed. When do we say that type of shit before the fight ever even takes place? Why are we even having that on our mind? This is boxing. Niggas get robbed every day. All the time in boxing, we see robberies. But y'all are afraid for Devin Haney not to get, y'all are calling for Devin Haney not to fight Vasyl Lomachenko because, well, he might lose. And if he lose, we're going to call it a robbery. He might get robbed. What? I mean, so if that's the case, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, they shouldn't fight. You know why? Because Terence Crawford might get robbed if he fight Errol Spence because Terence Crawford ain't got no home. That's opening the door for a diehard Terence Crawford fan right there. I fuck with Bud and I fuck with EJ. I fuck with Errol Spence heavier than I do Bud. But if I'm a diehard Bud fan, that's a way out right now. You know what? We don't even want to see the fight no more because Bud might get robbed. He might get robbed because he don't got no home. He got to go over there to the PBC, and Errol Spence is the top guy over there. He might get robbed. I mean, we can't. Let's stop all of that, bro. Let's stop acting like politicians and let's get back to acting like fight fans. We're not politicians. If you're a fight fan, the best should fight the best. That's what we should want to see. I don't understand that. All this crying about Vasyl Lomachenko, he ducked Devin Haney in. Devin Haney gonna do this, and Devin Haney would murder Lomachenko, and Devin Haney this. Well, what are we scared of? What's the problem? I don't understand this. And like I said, I'm not advocating for one of the. I'm advocating to see the best fight the best. That's it. That's all I want to see. As a fight fan, I'm a fight fan. I'm not a boxing. I'm not a politician. Sheena say Bud won't have to get robbed. He gonna get beat up. I believe so too, but I was just making an example. Like imagine, right? If that's what we worried about, certain fighters getting robbed, what fights would we see? Now, you had a valid reason to worry about Devin Haney getting robbed with George Kambosos because you got this man going over to a whole nother country. You got this man going over to a whole nother country. So that's a valid reason to worry about, okay, this fight is coming up. You know, he's fighting in Australia, a country to where they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no champions like that over there. And it'll mean everything for them to keep the champion that they have over there. So, yeah, he might get robbed. But in this case, why are we talking about a man in Devin Haney that's been screaming Lomachenko's name, screaming that Lomachenko was ducking him all that time, and now the fight is getting closer, and we talking about, nah, he shouldn't fight him now. Freeze him out. And also, just because niggas on the internet is getting on the internet saying, oh, man, he should freeze him out. He should freeze him out. But that don't hold no weight. You, nor me, nor nobody else runs business that goes down over there at Top Rank. Like, why are we even saying this? Like, Bob Arum is going to fucking go to one of our channels, right? Or one of y'all channels that's talking about freeze him out and say, well, you know what? Such and such on his platform, they running with a narrative to freeze Lomachenko. You know what? We're not going to take the fight. We're not going to make this fight happen. Bro, why are we even talking about that shit? We need to be talking about, yeah, we want to see the fight. I think Devin Haney going to beat his ass. Or, yeah, I want to see the fight. I think Vasyl Lomachenko going to beat his ass. Why are we talking about freezing them out? We don't want to see the fight now. Come on, man. Like, that's not going to hold no weight. Like, nice try, but it ain't going to hold no weight. It's not. Like, that's crazy, man. Daryl Deloach, what's happening with it? Buffalo Boxing, what's happening with it? So, like, to me, that like, I didn't even say nothing. Cortez Bowles, you really told the whole story about what you said. Well, I'm afraid he's going to get robbed. No, what it is y'all afraid that the fight might be close enough, that the fight is going to be close. Y'all don't see Devin Haney destroying Vasyl Lomachenko like that. So you're afraid that the fight is going to be close to where if it's close, it's going to go to Vasyl Lomachenko on the scorecard. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. Y'all niggas be having too much invested in these fighters. If Devin Haney loses, if Vasyl Lomachenko loses, your life is still going to continue on the same as it is now, good or bad. If Devin Haney lose or if Vasyl Lomachenko lose, my life ain't going to change the fucking next day. Let them worry about losing and winning. Yeah, you can go for your fighter, but you still should want to see the best fight the best. That's it. Cortez Bowles, I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit. I'm not dropping no links right now. You say you want to defend yourself. Ain't nothing to defend against. Like, why is there anything to defend against? I didn't say, like I said, I fuck with Cortez. That's my guy. But I don't agree with you on this situation. That's all I'm saying is that, bro, if you're a fight fan, be a fight fan. That's it. Holmes Enterprise said, I got 500 on Devin. Okay, what you want to do? Like, I don't understand what you mean you got 500 on Devin. On Devin against who? So you got 500 on, you want me to bet you $500 on Devin versus Kambosos because that's who he's fighting next. So is that what you mean? You got 500 on Devin Haney beating George Kambosos. No, I mean, I got more than that on Devin Haney beating George Kambosos. So I don't know what we doing. I mean, Sheena says Loma took ballet lessons. Devin better watch out. Well, then ballet lessons, Sheena, Show got his footwork up to par. Them ballet lessons that Loma was taking, Show got his footwork looking, you know what I'm saying, top level. So if that's what you got to do to get your footwork like his is, I advise, you know what I'm saying, all these fighters to take ballet lessons. Holmes Enterprise says, Loma, how are you going to bet me $500 on Devin Haney beating Loma when the fight ain't even made yet? And then how are you going to expect me to bet you $500 on Lomachenko and Devin Haney when I clearly have said on multiple occasions I picked Devin Haney to edge out the victory? I picked Devin Haney to win against Vasyl Lomachenko, but in a tough fight. Just because I'm not coming on camera, right, rubbing Devin Haney's balls and agreeing with everything just because Devin Haney is mentioned doesn't mean I'm not a Devin Haney fan just like you are. I just talk about boxing in a real state of, you know what I'm saying? I'm logical with this shit. Ain't now one of these fighters doing shit for me. Like, ain't none of these fighters, you know what I'm saying, paying me out of their pocket. So I don't have to go above and beyond. I just talk about these fighters and these fights straight down the middle. It is what it is. I don't have no ill will towards Vasyl Lomachenko. He ain't did shit to me. I met him in person. He's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. I met him. I just want to see good fights. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, I'm not a fucking boxing politician that's running around here talking about freezing somebody out and all of that, bro. I don't need to do all of that shit. For what? Yeah, ballet lessons, like I said, Sheena says, yeah, I think it was Magic Johnson who took ballet lessons. It helps the athletes with their balance and footwork. Yeah, you can see because even, especially Vasyl Lomachenko in his prime, to me, his footwork was some of the best footwork I had ever seen in boxing in his prime. Some of the best footwork. Before y'all run off and, oh man, Willie Pepin and such, I said some of the best footwork I had ever seen. Javier Valencia, what's happening with it? Lost Art Boxing Lab, what's happening with it? Dun Dada, Robert Pitts, what it do? Jay Grant, what's happening with it? Randall Bivens, what's happening with it? But like I said, man, all of that shit, like, see, I think a lot of fight fans, they talk so much shit, they get deeply invested into these certain fighters. Like I said, a lot of people, they crown Devin Haney as the king of all kings. Well, they know if he fights somebody like Vasyl Lomachenko, he really going to be in the fight to where he's really going to have to prove that shit. And it's a chance for him to lose. There is a chance for him to lose if he fights somebody like Vasyl Lomachenko. Ain't nobody never went in there and just ran through Vasyl Lomachenko easily. Any fight he's ever been in, win or lose, it's been a tough fight for his opponent. And like I said, Devin Haney, to me, he's a great talent. Got all the skills in the world when it comes to boxing skills, reflexes. His jab is tremendous, all of that, right? But he doesn't stick out to me as somebody that's just going to run through Vasyl Lomachenko easily. He haven't showed me that yet. He ain't showed me that yet. So until he shows me Floyd Mayweather type shit to where he's beating A-level competition and just fucking running through them easily, then you'll hear me say, you know what? Yeah, he gonna just wipe the floor with Vasyl Lomachenko, but I haven't seen that yet. Chris Primetime Colbert says that Jojo Diaz would beat Lomachenko. Yeah, okay. I guarantee you wouldn't put a dime on that. Dank Father said Teofimo smashed Lomo easy. That's a lie. That's bullshit. That's a lie. Teofimo Lopez wouldn't tell you that he smashed Lomachenko easily. Now, in the first 6 rounds, he won easily. Yeah, in the first 6 rounds, he won easily, but he didn't do nothing to hurt Lomachenko. It was just that Lomachenko didn't do anything in the first 6 rounds. From round 7 on, that's a lie. He didn't win the fight easily. So, you know, Dub Right Side in the building. What's happening with it? Box Talk 101. What it do, man? Great work this weekend, man, with all the fights that you put up. Great work this weekend. So you mean to tell me that, man, I'm not even gonna get into. I'm not even finna get into the shit that I'm seeing. So yeah. But so are you gonna be doing the Canelo fight this weekend too? Damn, that's dope. So for everybody that want to know, if y'all don't order that Canelo versus Triple G fight this weekend, Box Talk will have the full fight up for y'all to see on this channel, either the night after, the same night right after the fights, or the next morning for y'all. So there you go. Dub Right Side, my man, my brother, Dub Right Side is one of the biggest Devin Haney fans there is. Him and Coach, right? 2 of the biggest Devin Haney fans. And Dub Right Side says Lomachenko has that different gear in championship rounds. It has to be respected. Yeah, straight up. You go in there. Let Devin Haney go in there with the mentality like y'all pretending like y'all believe that he ain't shit, that he gonna beat him easy. Let him go in there with that mentality and see what happens. I bet you he won't. Bill Haney and Devin Haney know that Vasyl Lomachenko is a problem. Because if they didn't feel that he was a problem, you wouldn't have heard Devin Haney talking about, well, I gotta ask my dad. I gotta ask my dad about my weight. Nah. I guarantee you, if it was another George Kambosos type of, type tier opponent, he wouldn't have to ask his dad shit. But hey, like I said, I got Devin Haney. I got Devin Haney over Vasyl Lomachenko, but to me, it's a 50-50 fight, and either fighter can win. But you got to take that fight. It ain't no, I'm stalling you out. Ain't none of that shit, bro. You have to take that fight. That fight got to happen. All that shit that you talked, you got to take that fight. Matter of fact, since y'all said that, all of a sudden now, Vasyl Lomachenko is trying to, because I see a lot of people trying to make an excuse like, Vasyl knows that Devin Haney can't make the weight. That's why he's trying to stall him out. That's why he stalled him out. Well, check this out. Hold on. Check this out. March 21st, 2000 March 21st. No, March 3rd of 21, right? 2021, March 3rd of last year. Look at this. March 3rd of last year. Vasyl Lomachenko. Let me put it up. Hold on. Let me get this since y'all can't see. Hold on. Well, I'll read it because I can't get it. I can't get the camera to zoom in and show it clear enough. But this is what it says. Vasyl Lomachenko, Devin Haney on March 2nd of 2021, Devin Haney tweeted, "I'm free the end of April or early May." And he put smoke. I'm free the end of April or early May. Who responded? Lomachenko responded. He says, "This is standard time for preparation. I'll be ready." So Lomachenko told him in 2021, "Hey, you saying you'll be free during that time span? Well, I'll be ready." What happened? I'm asking y'all, what happened? That was a year ago. He was telling them, "Look, okay, you saying that you'll be free this time? I'll be ready too. That's more than enough time for me to get ready. I'll be ready." So you can't keep talking about, "Oh man, he ain't never said nothing to him and he ain't never responded to none of that." That's a lie. That is a lie. So now I'll drop the link. Like I said, man, just because you like a fighter don't mean that you got to go above and beyond and, and put a lot of bullshit into it. I don't need to do all of that. I'm not worried about who win or who lose or none of that shit. I'm worried about seeing the best fights. That's it. Like my brother Batman used to say, that's it, that's all. Now, I pinned the link in the chat, and there it is. And I'm not finna be on this subject for too long because I got other things I want to cook on. So, if you want to hop up here, before I move to the next subject, you can get up here. Other than that, I'm going to move on. Because I said what I had to say. Yeah, Devin Haney needs to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko is calling out Devin Haney after he gets past Ortiz, Jermaine Ortiz, and after Devin Haney gets past George Kambosos, that's the fight. That is the fight that needs to happen next. So, yeah, like I said, let me see. Tez, what's happening with it? You lagging. I don't know what's going on. You lagging. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you got to cut me off in the background. Yeah, you got to cut me off in the background too. Talking to me? Your connection messed up. Your connection messed up. Yeah, I don't know. You got something going on. You got to go out and come back in. Your connection messed up.
Talk about my connection?
Yeah. Your connection messed up.
Yeah. Your connection messed up. Yeah.
You got it. Hey. Yeah, you're going to have to go off and come back in, dog. You got to go out and come back in. Yo, Cortez, I don't know if you had your Bluetooth on or whatever you had going on. Your connection was bad. You was lagging. You was way behind. You got to go out and come back in. So, yeah. What's happening with it, Box Talk?
What's up, bro? You hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man.
Cool.
Bro, this shit crazy to me. All these dudes, everybody running around talking about freeze. Vasyl Lomachenko out. They don't want to fight now. No, he got to get that smoke.
With Devin?
Yeah,
I would love that fight. I think that's a good fight.
I don't understand. Like that's a great fight for the fans to see. I do see Devin edging the fight out, but like I said, it's I'm not gonna fight him now. I don't want to hear that. I really don't.
I think any mix of like any guys in the top 5 in any division really is like a good fight. Like I want to see those fights.
Hold on. You got Cortez. You got a lot. You got to take the Bluetooth off or something. You got a lot of noise coming in.
All right. I need to pull over real quick. I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you good now. It was bad at first.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I think
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I think you got me in the background, so it's repeating.
Okay, give me a minute so I can pull over. I'm on the expressway. I'll be with you in just a second.
All right, bet. Yo. Now, my bad, Box Talk. What was you saying, though?
Oh, no, just anytime we get any of the like arguably top 5 guys in any division, I think it makes for great fights. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Loma, but any of those top guys in the division is fucking great fights for Devin.
Yeah,
What's up, OTB?
That's the top fight now because we really know that him and Tank are not gonna happen. They made that clear. That ain't gonna happen. So you got Vasyl Lomachenko that's calling that's the fight he wants, right? Also, Bob Arum is saying that's the fight he wants for his top rank. You know what I'm saying? He wants for top rank next. And so, I mean, they're right there on top rank. You still owe top rank a couple fights. What's the problem? Why all of a sudden now is freeze him out? Nah, he shouldn't fight him. Like, I don't want to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, and we know, I think, anyways, Bob wants those belts on Loma. That's his golden boy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Whether Loma can beat Devin or not is a different subject, but
right. Knockout, what's happening with it? Yeah, Bob definitely wants them belts on Lomachenko, but the thing is, it's up for Devin Haney to show that he can show out like that. Because if Devin Haney can go into this match with George Kambosos and do something special and really show out, right? And get a bigger buzz, then Bob is about the bag. Bob is gonna say, okay, well, Devin Haney is a lot old. I mean, a lot younger than Vasyl Lomachenko. Shit, I'm gonna ride with Devin Haney now. He might just do that. But you know, at the end of the day, they still got to get in the ring and fight.
But with Devin, I feel like it's a real possibility of him not being a top rank guy for life. And like Loma's not going anywhere. Loma's gonna be with top rank forever. But Devin, I feel like, is the kind of guy that he could leave, you know?
Yeah, that contract benefit him where he gonna be able to leave. But I think
Hey, real quick, what's up, y'all? Shout out to my brother Key and everybody up here on the panel, man. Salute to y'all boys, man. Hope everybody doing good this afternoon, bro.
What's happening with
What's
it?
up, Knockout?
What up, Knock?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah. Man, OTB, I'm gonna go to you now. I'm gonna go to Knockout, and like I said, I'm gonna see if Cortez got his input, and then we gonna move on.
Yeah, man, I agree with both of y'all. I just want to know, like, shit, it's also a wild card in the situation with Shakur Stevenson announcing that he about to move up. So now you got to play into the factor that if you don't take that Loma fight, we gonna demand that Shakur Stevenson fight versus that Gervonta Davis fight because it's on that side of the street as well.
Right. I want to see that. I want to see Lomachenko. I actually want to see Lomachenko and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me coming on here saying, Shakur don't need to fight him. No, I want to see all of the top fights. Facts. I'm a boxing fan, bro. I don't have nothing invested into these fighters like that to where, I'm worried about them losing in no shape, form, or fashion.
Facts.
Oh, facts, bro. And look, man, public service announcement. I think I heard my brother Keith say this, and I'm sure all the brothers up on the panel may agree. Bro, Loma, Loma can fight, bro. Like this idea that dudes just gonna walk through Loma like that, shit, man, you got me messed up, bro. People better wake up. But man, look, my whole take on it is this: I don't believe a lot of what Bob Arum says, bro. When it comes to other shit like, hey, we got this fight done, or Al Heyman don't exist, or they losing money, or the PBC pay-per-view did this bullshit and did that. I don't believe that shit. But what I do believe with Bob Arum is when he talk about what type of fight he trying to make for his fighters, bro. When he tell you some shit about some in-house top-ranked business, I'm inclined to believe him, bro. So when he comes out of his mouth, not once, not twice, but multiple times now, and he tells you, look, man, I'm trying to make the winner of Haney and Kambosos versus Lomachenko. And then he puts Lomachenko's comeback fight only 2 weeks after Devin Haney and Kambosos to make sure that they're on the same exact timeline. I don't even know why we're talking about all this other shit, bro. I really don't know why. Like, real shit, bro. I don't know why Tank Davis' name keeps getting associated with Gervonta Davis other than they just keep talking about each other's name. Because if you really pay attention to what the business of boxing and the business of Top Rank and what Bob Arum is telling you, bro, if you really are a diehard fan and really like analyzing this shit and looking at it, especially for those of us that choose to spend our time making content on this great sport, if that's the lane that you in, bro, if you're paying attention, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko is next, bro. It just is. Like until you can give me any concrete evidence as to why it's not, you got to believe that, because Bob Arum looking at Devin Haney like, bro, you got one more fight on your contract. If you win, you walking away with all them belts. And I got Shakur coming up. I got Keyshawn Davis. I got Abdullah Mason. I still got Lomachenko. I got Oscar Valdez is gonna probably come up to 135 eventually. I got Navarrete. I got all these low weight class guys, bro. I need control of them belts. So if you win, you gonna win against my fighter, bro. I'm not finna make a fight with you and Tank Davis that way. Whether you win or whether you lose, I'm losing them goddamn belts. Hell no, I'm gonna make a fight with you and Loma, because that is what is good for my business, bro. So it's gonna be Loma versus Devin Haney. And Jay Grant Jr., I see you. Much love, but you gotta quit with the Devin Haney shit, bro. You gotta stop it, my brother. Much love to you though, Jay Grant Jr. You know it's all love, but you gotta stop, bro. You gotta start paying attention to the facts, homie. But that's all I got, Key. I know you're trying to move on.
And let me say, man, why are the likes so low? Is it because I'm not in here just Devin Haney this and Devin Haney that and Devin Haney early? You know what I'm saying? The like now they don't want to hit the like button because I didn't come in here. You know, Devin Haney this and Vasyl Lomachenko, he been ducking Devin Haney. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Devin Haney, I fuck with heavy, but I'm not finna do all of that. So y'all feel how you feel about it, but for the ones who like to hear people keep it 100, hit the like button. Hit the like button. I just don't agree with all of that, bro. I just want to see the best fight the best. And I know that my brother Coach, my brother Rip, he's a huge Devin Haney fan, right? But and I'm gonna let him cook on this too before I give it. After Cortez cook. But I know he's a huge Devin Haney fan. But if I know my brother, he wants to see Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko also. I could be wrong, but I know that he like to see the best fighting the best. But Cortez, you can take it off of mute. Go ahead and cook.
Trying to take it off of mute.
There you go.
Cortez, there you go. Go ahead and cook. Yeah,
you still got it.
You gotta echo.
You gotta cut your YouTube out.
That shit sound bad.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take this. Can you hear me now?
Take your YouTube out. Go ahead, cook. You want that?
Can you hear me now? Did you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, well, we got to take this in the fact that we do remember Bob Arum saying that Devin Haney signed with the wrong strong squad, right? Did he not say that?
Run that back.
He said Bob Arum said that Devin Haney signed with the wrong people back when.
We can't, Cortez, we can't do this because it's gonna
Yeah,
take all day for us. Yo, shit.
yeah, you can leave and
Your
come
shit
back.
fucking up, bro. I'm gonna go to coach. We gonna have to move on. Like I said, you got to get that connection. I know you in the truck, so it ain't acting right, bro. You gonna have to get that fixed because we gonna be here all day.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see. So coach, man, go ahead. Coach.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't agree with that shit at all. No kind of way. If people that's talking about he should freeze him out and all that bullshit, that's some bullshit. I don't care if he didn't want to fight you in the past. That's why I don't agree with the shit that Errol Spence said he ain't gonna never fight Keith Thurman. I don't agree with that shit. Because I don't want to see no bullshit ass fights. If you got an opportunity to fight Vasyl Lomachenko and you come up with some bullshit excuses and fucking don't fight him, I'm gonna be on your fucking ass and I'm done with you. I'm not gonna fucking, well, let's wait to see what he do his next fight. I ain't doing all of that shit. I'm not doing it. I want to see him fucking beat the shit out of Vasyl Lomachenko. And I like Vasyl Lomachenko, but I got Devin Haney. But you don't fight the fucking best, I got a problem. Period. I don't want to hear none of this. Let's freeze him out. All of this shit because he did you wrong and all of it. I don't care at all. Go whoop that motherfucker ass and send him on his way. Then you gonna really be the fucking money man. Then you're gonna really be the money man. Then you whoop that ass, you really the money man. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. And I hold every fucking fighter to the same standard. You fight fucking bullshit fights, I'm gonna call you out on it. I ain't fucking with you if you continue to do the shit. And that's just me. Everybody else can have their own opinion. Everybody else can believe what they want. But in competition, I've been in competition my whole life. Not no more, but when I, as a younger person, I was in competition playing football, baseball, boxing, all this shit. And I don't fucking sit here and believe in not fucking fighting the best and motherfuckers in every sport. Motherfuckers supposed to be fighting the best. They did it in the past. In my era, looking at fighters, they did it in the past. And all of this using money and all of this shit as excuses and all of this, man, that shit, I'm not with all that new age shit, bro. This is the lately shit. This ain't no fucking the era that I come from. So if he do that shit, I'm on his ass. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, it's just plain and simple. As fight fans, you supposed to want to see the best fights. All that other shit you worry about, a fighter getting robbed once they get in the ring or leading up to the build up. But other than that, I want to see the best fights. Swat Jones, what's happening with it?
Hey, what's up, bro? Man, hey, salute to y'all, man, on this great Tuesday, right? Man, just listen. You know what's something about Devin Haney, man, is like, it's like looking at his jab, man, and looking at his game, you be like, yo, it just got to be like Floyd. The way he fight is like Floyd Mayweather 2.0, man, just because that jab, man. And then, he just used a lot of defense. So when you look at him, man, it's like, okay, who going to really beat him? Because boxing about points is not about, if you got KO, people who can knock people out, you relying on that happening maybe like 6th round, 1st round, whatever, man, because it's spontaneous. But that jab and just the way you fight, it's a consistent win through 12 rounds. That's what I noticed about him, in my opinion. So when you think about like Lomachenko, the story build up for me is that Lomachenko was popping before like the Ukraine war went off with Russia. So then, Lomachenko was the man, they had Venom that, he was boxing when nobody was in the stands. And that's hard to do, but he was the one that was coming up during that time. So after he left and went to Ukraine, now all of a sudden, you hear about Dev. I'm not saying Dev wasn't like coming up before Loma had to do that, but you could tell how proud Bob Arum was in Loma being the best fighter at Top Rank at that time because, Crawford left. I'm just saying, this is what I seen, right? So you can see how much he wanted Loma to succeed. But then when Russia hit Ukraine, that shit was out the blue. So then Loma left, and then you see Dev come up. Now, no mind you, 23 years old, Dev a beast, man. I mean, Dev got that heart. He like that kid in the basketball gym playing against varsity when he only like a sophomore. That's doing good. You know the boy gonna do something, but it just ain't his time yet. So now that when Loma left, you see Dev come up and he ready to fight, which hey, that's cool. But see, I think what changed it was when Dev got all those belts, and then when Bob Arum seen that Loma had to leave, which was his boy, and this is my opinion, it ain't no fact, but you know that was his boy. So now that Dev got all the belts, I believe Arum think he can that Loma can beat Dev. So for me, when I think about Dev, I'm like, that's cool. You ain't gotta believe in me. I ain't tripping on that. I've been beating everybody ass anyway. I ain't even worried about that. But if he don't fight Loma, and how Arum, like everybody, I mean, in my opinion, it's just obvious. Bob Abrams think that Loma should have them belts, man. I feel that. So for me as a competitor, if I'm Dev and I'm under a dude that's paying me money, I'm cool with him just because he's paying me money. But I'm also kind of pissed that I ain't your number one fighter. So if I'm Dev, I want to beat the shit out of Loma so I can have my cake and eat it too. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat his ass and I'm gonna beat your ass. That way there ain't no more question about how I do business nowhere else. And if Dev don't come at Loma when Loma calling him out, and then now he can't say that he can't act like he don't want to fight Loma because Loma went and was patriotic and went and defended his country and all this other shit, the storyline there. So if Loma come back and say, hey, I want to fight and I want to fight for this belt, he could say anything. He could say, look, man, ain't nobody been around. I was gone and fighting in my country and stuff. I couldn't do it. So it's that excuse there. So I think Dev, he can't dodge him. He gotta beat his ass. And I don't think it's gonna be easy. But Loma deserved that fight, and Dev owe it to him to give it to him, not just off of a, I guess, business side, but definitely off of a competitive side, personal side. I want to beat your ass, Loma, and I want to show Arum I'm that motherfucker who been here the whole time. And if he don't feel nothing about that and just want to skip over that, I just don't know where his career gonna go. And that's my piece. Much love, man. I mean, I'm gonna stay on the panel, but I'm just saying, like, for me as a competitor, I couldn't look over that. Like, you paying me, that's cool, but I want to whoop your dude ass that you believe in, and I want to make sure I whoop your ass in that fight to let you know I should have been the motherfucker you backed this whole time. And that's how I feel as a competitor, man. I mean, I just don't know how any way else to do it. It ain't
but
really
gauge the context of that fight. You understand?
Right.
As a fight, shit, the Devin that beat Kambosos ain't about to beat Lomachenko. I'm sorry.
Nah.
It's not about to happen.
No.
You can work that stick all you want. Like I told y'all before, he's gonna eliminate that stick and close the distance. And you gonna have to fight. So when that fight break out, you understand? That's what's intriguing to me about that fight.
Disagree.
Amen.
Well, I mean, I agree with what Swat Jones was saying. Basically, to sum it up, it's like I was saying, hey, bro, if you have a problem with him, if your fans feel that he ducked you, if you feel like that, right, beat his motherfucking ass and move on, right? Put it in Bob Arum's face. Put it in Bob Arum's face. Remember when Bob said, hey, well, I mean, Devin Haney signed to the wrong promoter. Well, make him eat them fucking words.
Coach, I got a question. Real quick question, Coach. I mean, real quick, my bad, Key, because I got to ask Coach this. All right, you don't think that Bob Arum loves Lomachenko?
Oh, no, I disagree with what OTB said. I agree with everything.
I
agree with me.
I disagree with it.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, he does love Lomachenko. Everybody know that. But like I said, he loved Oscar De La Hoya too. He loved Oscar De La Hoya, and
Fact.
you know what I'm saying, and not so much Floyd Mayweather. But what Floyd Mayweather do when he finally got the chance after? Because y'all don't understand, Floyd was waiting for Oscar for a long time. He was waiting for that smoke. He didn't age Oscar De La Hoya out. No, Floyd was asking for Oscar for years, and Bob wouldn't let it happen. He finally let it happen, and Floyd did what Floyd do. He went out there, beat his ass, won the fight, and you see what Floyd did after that. Devin Haney, he needs somebody like Lomachenko on his resume. It's a lot of people still not giving him credit for George Kambosos. I give him credit for George Kambosos, but it's a lot of people that's still not giving him credit for George Kambosos. You got to give him credit. He beat Vasyl Lomachenko. You can't deny him if he get a Vasyl Lomachenko on his resume. So yeah, he need that. So let's go. Take the smoke. It ain't no blocking nobody out. It's not, I ain't gonna fight him because my dad said I should move up. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want you to keep the same temperament that you've always had. We know Devin Haney for always wanting the smoke with everybody. Right? He don't turn down no smoke. I want you to stay like that. That's why I fuck with Devin Haney.
At that age, with that accomplishment, you got Undisputed and Lomachenko on your resume. Who ain't you the A side against?
I'm gonna tell y'all, I fuck with Devin Haney for that reason, not because Devin Haney is the most exciting fighter for me to watch.
Right.
I fuck with him because the way that he go about things, the way that he call out everybody and really want to smoke with everybody. But I'm like Coach, if you get to acting funny, if you get to acting different, then I can't fuck with you like that.
But Key, he already acting funny, and see that's what's sad.
I'm not gonna say that now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that yet.
Let me finish.
Rod Jones.
Let me
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this real quick, and then say what you gotta say, and then we gotta move on. What I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna fully put that on him yet. But once he beats George Kambosos, now I want to see how you move.
Right, I agree.
Because once you beat George Kambosos, if you get to I talked to my dad, and my dad said, hey, Dad, hey, Dad, should I fight Vasyl Lomachenko? No, I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Can I make weight, Dad?
I agree with you. I agree with you, Leon Robinson. But we also know, brother, that the world is not fair. Leon Robinson said Lomachenko was given everything in his career. He don't suck, but dude didn't get shit out of the mud. He get what he get. But I do want Dev to fight him. So
he had to win those fights, though. Yeah, I mean, he had to beat Rigondeaux. He had to still beat Gary Russell Jr.
Fucking dogs.
So come on, man. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Well, what he's saying is he was given opportunities, not to say he didn't have the talent. But opportunities were given to him. Where
he
you
was.
got other fighters.
He was given opportunities, but he was given opportunities because he won over 400 amateur fights. Right? He had 2 gold medals. That's why he came in the game and they was giving him opportunities. And he won the World Boxing Series before. You know what I'm saying? Them shits ain't even on his record.
Right. But I wouldn't say given.
Or whatever you want to call it.
But you still got to look at it like this.
So
we all know what boxing is about, because you had another motherfucker who was a fucking 2-time gold medalist and wasn't treated the same. We also know that.
Who?
You know what I'm
Richard
saying?
Shields?
No.
Rigo?
Guillermo Rigondeaux is a 2-time fucking gold medalist, just like Vasyl Lomachenko. And he was fucked over by the industry, where Lomachenko was given everything.
He was fucked over bad. We all know that. He was fucked over bad. He was. He was. But
Rigondeaux had his moment.
Talk about Robees
and Loma face.
But let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You have a white Ukrainian, right? A white fighter is way more sellable than a Cuban that don't know how to speak English.
You talking about them?
And Key, that's irrelevant, because Rigondeaux had his chance to throw it back in everybody's face when he fought Loma.
He only had to go up 2 divisions, but let's not go there. Lomachenko is naturally bigger than him, bro. I'm talking about when the man was fresh out the fucking when he first came and started having and came to America and got 2 fucking 2 gold medals and wasn't giving all out. After he disappointed these motherfuckers when he beat the shit out of Nonito Donaire. That hurt Bob Arum to his fucking heart.
Hey, at the end of the day, to keep it 100% real,
listen
bro.
to what
Like,
I'm saying. Let me say this real quick. Listen to what I'm saying. All I'm saying is when you look at that, right, you have a white fighter, right, that can speak English a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And they looking at him like, okay, this fighter, if we get him on that level, right, because boxing is always looking for the next great white fighter. So you have him. So he's way more sellable than another Cuban that don't speak English. He don't do nothing to really sell.
You got more motherfuckers speak Spanish in America than you do Ukrainian.
And hold on. And their fighting style. One is easier to sell to the casual fan than the other.
You know that's why they did that, bro. If you get, I don't give a fuck who you are. If Caleb Plant didn't act like he do, let's just keep it 100. If Caleb Plant didn't act like he do, they would have put Caleb Plant on a whole different pedestal than what they did. But they really couldn't sell. They really couldn't sell Caleb Plant to the Caucasian fan base because he didn't act the way that they wanted him to act. Let's just keep it 100, bro. Boxing is a business. Deontay Wilder told y'all this is a business. How they move, how they promote you, all of that shit.
Man, it's straight up like Great White Hype, the movie, man. Like it's straight up like that when it comes to that. In my opinion, you know
trust me, I met Rigondeaux. He don't have no character. He's a mean little motherfucker. I met him. He don't have no character. He's not, like I said, Rigondeaux was a hell of a fighter, but he really wasn't that sellable.
No charisma.
He didn't have no charisma, none of that shit. He wasn't really that sellable.
And his style just wasn't sellable.
But how
and I love his style.
How we know what kind of charisma Loma had? That
style is hard to sell, though, Coach.
I love his style, but yeah, if I'm a promoter, how do I sell that? You know,
yeah, it's hard.
He winning. What the fuck? They wasn't giving a man fights. They wasn't. He beat the shit out of Nonito, bro, and he wasn't giving no fights, bro. Period. They kept that dude on the show.
Yeah, you right. You are right,
Coach. We not saying that you're not right about that.
You're 100% right. But you know what? I literally fell asleep doing Rigondeaux's fights. I fell asleep trying to watch him before.
Like, man, that.
Hey, bro, look, man, to keep it 100% real, bro, like, if you want to talk about the nepotism and Lomachenko getting shots that he don't deserve, then that's cool. Like, I understand people being upset about that, but that shit ain't Loma's fault. Like, that if you want to be mad at somebody that's on Top Rank and Bob Arum and the politics and the corruption of boxing to be mad at, like, not Loma though. Like to hate Loma.
Mad at Loma, nigga. I like Loma. Loma a bad motherfucker.
Absolutely.
But it's not you, Coach. It's a lot of people that have a certain disdain towards Loma. It's a lot of people that don't like Lomachenko, and it's because of those reasons when he ain't got shit to do with that, bro. Like that ain't him. He still had to go in there and win them damn near 490 fights. He still had to go beat Rigondeaux and beat Gary Russell Jr. And fucking like he had to do all of that shit, bro. So to kind of, you know, and not you, Coach, but a lot of people that rock with this channel, my channel, and that I see all the time, there's a certain disdain, a certain level of dislike for Loma just because he got opportunities that maybe fighters that look like some of us didn't get. And I understand that, but you can't put that on Loma. That's on the people that gave him those opportunities, bro. Like, and it's cool to point out those double standards, but what I'm saying is Lomachenko as a fighter, bro. And if you really study his whole thing with Devin Haney, bro, like I'm sorry, like he ain't ducking no smoke from nobody, and he is a multiple division champion that is trying to get his belts back. He is behaving the exact way that we praise Devin Haney for behaving, bro.
Absolutely,
he's acting the same exact way. So why can't we? Why do we have to try to shit on him? And again, not you, Coach, but a lot of people do. A lot of people try to shit on that man when in reality, bro, like I'm not making this shit up. Like Devin literally lied about that man, bro, and literally lied and said he did some shit that he didn't do. But everybody's calling him the boogeyman, and he's being ducked by Loma and this and that. Well, guess what? All I know is that Loma and Bob Arum, they're trying to make you fight him next, bro. They literally are trying to make you fight him next. Both of them, the fighter and the promotional company. and you ain't got no energy for that shit right now. None, bro.
Nah, we don't
Man,
know.
you
that.
man, you know,
Giving him that
Leave
jacket.
Loma alone a little bit,
man,
bro.
you
We
know.
ain't giving him that jacket yet. Nah. We ain't giving him that jacket.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Hey, you
right?
know it's. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna say this, and ain't nobody said this, right? When a promoter have two fighters, right, and they're trying to make one fighter fight that other fighter, right? And that one fighter that they trying to make him fight that other fighter that's on the roster, right? Everybody knows that that promoter is rooting for that fighter. He wants that fighter to win. That's his top dude, right? Bob Arum, I'm telling y'all, Bob Arum don't think that Devin Haney can beat Vasyl Lomachenko.
He
He
don't.
damn
That's why
sure
he's
don't.
trying
He
to
don't,
make
man.
that fight.
He
If
damn
that's
sure
not
don't.
if that's not the case, if that's
Damn
not the
sure
case,
don't.
Let me finish, coach. Let me finish, coach.
I agree with you there, Key.
Because if you go back to the Floyd Oscar situation, right? He kept Floyd from Oscar because he thought that Floyd would beat Oscar De La Hoya. Promoters will keep a fighter from a certain fighter. He's trying to make Vasyl Lomachenko, he's trying to make that fight happen because Bob Arum does not believe that Devin Haney can beat Vasyl Lomachenko. That's why he's trying to make that fight happen. He didn't want the fight. Hold on. He didn't want the fight to happen before because he told Devin Haney,
Oscar
hey,
Valdez,
if you want to make the fight happen, you got to sign with me. You signed with the wrong promoter. That's why he's trying to make that fight. Now, does that have anything to do with what we believe is going to happen when they fight? No. But Bob Arum is trying to make that fight happen because he doesn't believe that Devin Haney can beat Vasyl Lomachenko.
I agree with
It
I
makes
agree
sense.
with that.
I
agree
disagree.
with that.
I disagree.
And then at the end of the day, he knows that, hey, if he does beat Vasyl Lomachenko, right? Well, I still got him under contract because Bob said that he has Devin Haney under contract. Well, I don't know, 4 or 6 fights. I don't know. I don't know what it. So from Bob's mouth, he said he had him under contract for longer than what we talking about. I don't know what he has.
From my understanding, it's for a 3-fight deal. But besides that, Bob, he might think Lomachenko, but you saying that he believe Lomachenko can win. If that's the case, they fought other motherfuckers that wasn't on the top rank, right? They fought other people that wasn't on the top rank. Now, if he thought that, he wouldn't have fucking made that, he wouldn't have went and petitioned for that franchise belt. He wouldn't have did that. So if he believed that Loma was gonna beat, because he would have said Loma gonna beat him anyway, he gonna stay in the belt, gonna stay in my stable. The belt's gonna stay in my stable. So no, I don't believe that. The next thing is he's in a win-win situation. Bob Arum. Bob Arum is about that bread. That's what the fuck he's about. And if they treat him right over there and treat Devin like a king at top rank, and he ended up beating Lomachenko, he's hoping that Devin stays there. But either way it go, Bob Arum gonna make that bread on that fight. So he don't care one way or the other. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just from over the years since the 70s watching Bob Arum the way he moved, that motherfucker about that money, Jack.
Well, and the hint that make me say that
hold on, coach. Why did Bob Arum keep Terence Crawford from fighting Manny Pacquiao?
I'm not saying. Hold on, don't get me wrong. Don't think Bob don't have his biases. Of course he does.
No,
he has his bias. He knew that Terence Crawford was gonna whip his ass.
Exactly. Because he thought that Terence Crawford was going to beat Manny Pacquiao. If he didn't think that, he would have been pushing for the fight right along with Terence Crawford. Like, oh, I know you're going to get your ass beat, so go ahead. I want Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford next. He wasn't pushing for it. He was going against it. My thing is he's pushing for this fight because he believes Vasyl Lomachenko will beat.
That's why I said Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. He was the same way with that fight.
He's always going to try to protect his moneymakers.
We also got to think that Manny Pacquiao want that fucking fight too. We also have to think that. You know what I'm saying?
Even if he did, Bob would want to protect him.
Pacquiao want that fucking fight. That's what we got to look at. Did Manny
Bob said out of his own mouth, he is the one that stopped it. So, I mean, no, we don't got to look no further. All we got to do is listen to what Bob said about himself.
And what might make me think that it might be more than a 3-fight deal is Dev talking about moving up, because who got all the belts at 140?
It's all the top rank guys.
My point exactly.
Well, not coming up. They won't. Not that fucking WBC though. It will not.
Bruh, when do you know Bob Arum to do business when belts involved and then a fighter ain't extended more? Bro, we know how Bob Arum do business. He not gonna change the way he do business just because Devin and Bill came along.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he's
also
on a
have to.
contract.
You also have to know though,
He got
it's a
all the best
co-promotion.
fighters
It's
at
not
them
just
two weight
him.
classes, y'all. He
You
got all
also
the
have
best
to know-
fighters at that weight class. What would it benefit Devin to leave? Leave just for the tank fight? Then go where? Right
Bro,
back across the damn street.
What he don't have to go. Devin, wait a minute.
He got all the best fighters.
Wait a minute. He got every fucking belt, homeboy. Devin fucking Carly. Devin got his own promotional company also. Y'all forget about this. Is a co-promotion. This ain't no one-way deal like all these other fighters got to take. This is a co-promotion, bro.
Coach, I'm talking about the quality of fights. You say you want to see him fight the best. All of the best is over there at the next two weight division.
Then they're going to have to make concessions to fight the fucking champion. The one who got all of the fucking... If you want them belts, you got to come in. Devin got leverage, bro.
But that's only at 135.
Yes, the coach, that's what I'm saying.
What's he going to do when he moves up?
Thanks, Bucks.
What he's going to do when he moves up?
I ain't hear him.
All he got to do is say, first of all, if he really want it, if he want them belts at 140, all he got to do with the WBO, petition. That's it. I'm going to get a fucking title fight from the dump. If the number one contender don't put in for the petition to fight the fucking champion, the man who coming up in the division can fucking say, I want that fight next. And if the not mandatory hasn't put in for it,
so what belt
you gotta give it to him
for? Because Bob got them all but the WBC.
You still gotta fight him. I don't give a fuck. You gotta fight him.
These niggas come in on Money and X. They come in, nigga, with the shit right off the rip. He said, and what's happening with it? Money salute. X says until you can pay a fighter $2 to $3 million, you're not a promo company. And then Money said, Devin Promotion Company ain't made a big fight yet.
Say, bro, you can sit here and fucking down a young man's business all y'all want. Nobody's doing it like him.
I'm not down in his business.
I'm not down.
I'm saying that he's under contract as a fighter to another promotion.
They said that, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
You know,
but let me
let's remember he wasn't the favorite for Kambosos to fight anyway. Loma was.
Let's move on because like I said, we've been on this subject too long. Real quick, I don't want to stay on this subject long. We gonna on and off. We ain't gonna elaborate on this shit for too long. But I want to say, for those who don't know, and a lot of people might know by now, Anthony Joshua has agreed to all terms to fight Tyson Fury on December the 3rd, right? Shit, man. Anthony Joshua with the shits. He with the shits now. I haven't liked how he moved in the past, specifically with Deontay Wilder. I didn't like how he moved. And I think that he still feels some way about the fuck shit that he was doing with Deontay Wilder to this day. And I think that he wants to prove now he's more dangerous than ever. Y'all got to understand. Anthony Joshua is more dangerous than he has ever been now because now he don't have nothing to lose. He don't got nothing to lose. You see how he fought Usyk. He kind of fought Usyk like that. He didn't fight timid like we had been seeing him fight. He went at Usyk. He didn't do enough to get the job done because Usyk's skill level was just on the, he was just on a different level. But Anthony Joshua showed a lot of improvement with Usyk. Also, we know he got that new trainer, Robert Garcia. If he sticks with Robert Garcia, I think he can continue to get better because Anthony Joshua has showed that one thing that he is he's a sponge, right? He's a sponge. He learns fast. He ain't a fighter that's been boxing all his life since he was 6 years old. He didn't start boxing till like 18 or something. So he learns, and we've seen him getting better. Right, and he showed a lot of improvement from the first fight to the second fight. In that second Usyk fight, he showed a lot of improvement. So now I think that he's very dangerous. He's dangerous anyway because he got power. he's he's not a natural athlete, but he got some things that he do in the ring that I like a lot. So this is a dangerous fight for Tyson Fury. Now, of course, I do pick Tyson Fury, and I think Tyson Fury can stop Anthony Joshua. But this is a dangerous fight, and I got to give Anthony Joshua all the credit in the world because he just fought. He could have easily said, you know what? Nah, I got to get my mind right. I got to clear my head. It's too soon. But he turned it right back around, and he wants to smoke. And he's proven everything that he said. He said, look, I'm not going nowhere. I want to stay active. Get me another fight right away. And Tyson Fury tried to call his bluff, and you couldn't call his bluff. He was right there. And a man that's like that don't have nothing to lose, is a dangerous fighter. He's dangerous. So I like this fight. I like it. I like it. He's not sitting around lingering about the loss. He getting right back into it. And I think that's the best thing for Anthony Joshua, to get right back into it. So I like that. Let's see if Tyson Fury, right now, if Tyson Fury take the fight. Because Anthony Joshua, he with the shits. Let's see if Tyson Fury takes the fight, because we know that Tyson Fury like to play a whole lot of games, and he is full of a whole lot of shit. Let's see if he takes the fight. But like I said, we're not finna stay on this for too long. Just give me your take on it, and then we're gonna move along. Box Talk, that's on you.
I don't know if any of us see Anthony Joshua winning. I know I don't. I find it a little disrespectful towards Usyk, because I'm like, yo, Usyk's the champ, and these guys are just, gonna get it on, and just kind of like ignore Usyk, the fact that Usyk is there. I don't know. I see Tyson Fury winning, but that's just me.
Yeah, I got Tyson Fury definitely too. OTB, man, what you feel about this whole situation?
I got Tyson Fury winning, but I think that I agree with you, bro. He got to stay with Robert Garcia, man. I love to see him with two camps, a full camp. Yeah, I mean, that would be two full camps with Robert Garcia. Him working that jab was pivotal, but yeah, I mean, that looked pretty. And for him to be willing to go out there and go out on his shield the way he did, I think that that'll be an interesting fight, because it's just a dangerous fight. Because he, with him being willing to go out on his shield like that, Tyson Fury can really, you understand, put it on his ass, and we're gonna have to drag him out that ring this time.
Okay, yeah. And as far as his trainer, I don't know if he's gonna stay with Robert Garcia. You really don't know, because he went and visited his old trainer and made a post talking about, like,
he getting back to the old. He got to go
old
back
times and all that shit. So I
Robert
really
Garcia
don't know.
supposedly said some shit.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not confident in to be honest with you, like AJ, man, got love for AJ, man. Any boxer that step into the ring, man, I salute him. I never call him any other name, because I think it takes courage to do this shit. I do. So, but the way that AJ acted after Usyk beat him, I just thought that was a lot, man. And I think that because think about it, like when you got your own game plan coming in and you lose, okay. So then you hit this point where you losing and you got to do some shit different. So then you come in and you try to do something different, right? You try to have this attitude nobody expects you to have. And then he still lost. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, though, because you win and lose and you got to try something different. But the way he acted after it, it's like, what's your game plan, AJ? Even though you lost this bout, how you going to come in thinking on the next one? Because you still got to have that dog that you had against Usyk, but you got to tighten that shit up. It can't just be a mental breakdown and then you just going in there wilding out, fighting. No, that same dog you had against Usyk, you got to have that dog, but you got to tame that shit to your own type of fight. So against Tyson Fury, I don't see him beating Fury, because Fury knows what he is. Just like if you go on the NFL or a basketball team, yeah, you can have some wild out games, but as long as you know your identity, you can come out on top in the fourth quarter. And that's what I'm worried about. AJ might have that shit maybe 1 through 5, maybe 1 through 4. But see, Fury gonna keep it all 12. And I just don't see AJ coming out on top because if you don't know your identity, man, I don't know, man. And I love AJ. I just don't. He can't pull that one out with Fury acting like, I mean, just mentally acting like he did in the last. I couldn't believe he did that shit. I mean, anyway, that is how I feel about that.
Okay. Coach, man, what you think about this whole situation real quick?
I think knockout next, bro. Knockout.
You think
yeah, man.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah, my fault. I didn't know we was going this. My fault, y'all.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. Just, first of all, if this is true, if AJ is taking this fight, bro, shout out to him. People shit on AJ a lot because of the Deontay Wilder situation, but bro, like, look at who he fought. And for everything that you want to say about him, when he got his ass whooped by Andy Ruiz, he went back right in there and he fought Andy Ruiz with no tune-up, no in-between fight, no nothing. When he got his ass whooped by Alexander Usyk, he went right back in there with Alexander Usyk, no tune-up, no nothing, fought Alexander Usyk. And then now, apparently, after losing to Alexander Usyk 2 times in a row, now you want to get in the ring with who many believe to be the best heavyweight in the world in Tyson Fury? Nah, bro, you can't do nothing but respect that shit. I don't care if you like him. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're the biggest Deontay Wilder fan in the world. Like, we gotta learn how to separate shit, bro. Like, what happens in boxing is a lot of people don't know how to separate one situation from the next, and that's why you end up getting cooked because of your lack of inconsistency when you run up against brothers like the ones that's up on this panel, because you're not consistent and it's easy to poke holes in the shit that you be saying. But as far as the fight, bro, I mean, it's a big time heavyweight fight. If Usyk said he don't want to fight in December, and if Fury wants to get 2 fights in, bro, like, what's wrong with AJ? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that shit. I hear people talking about, oh, it's skipping Fury in the line, it's doing this, it's doing that. Nah, because or skipping Usyk in the line, I should say. Nah, because if AJ beat Usyk, I mean, if he beat Fury somehow, then shit, you fight Usyk for a 3rd time. If Fury beat AJ, then shit, you knock a pawn off and you go back and you go fight Usyk for undisputed. Again, this is better than everybody not fighting in December. Usyk already said he don't want to fight. So what's wrong with this fight? So I'd love to fight. I love to see it. Y'all know I ain't gonna pick it right now, but just obviously you'd have to favor Fury in that fight based on what we've seen of both of these 2 fighters recently. And that's all I got, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if they let that happen, then fine. I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he's gonna get fucked up. He's gonna get beat up, and he's gonna get stopped. I'm just letting. That's my pick. I pick early. I don't give a fuck because he don't have no heart. And I mean, he got enough skill to protect himself in the ring. And everybody, I respect every boxer and all of that get in the ring. Okay, fine. But I'm gonna tell you right now, he don't have the heart. He don't have the heart to beat Fury, and it's gonna end up bad. I'm just letting y'all know. He don't have the heart to beat Fury. He don't have the punch output. We saw that. He don't have, because we saw it in the last fight. If Alexander Usyk had crack, AJ would have been out of there. So I'm just looking at it in that perspective. Great, good. It's a good heavyweight fight, and I don't understand how he got to cut the line like that, just losing, coming off of 2 losses in a row. I guess because he's some sort of it's a big fight as far as the money is concerned, but I don't see him doing well in this fight at all. I think Fury is going to punish him, and he's going to end up stopping. That's it.
But Coach, you can't say he ain't got no heart now. After I gotta say, we just say.
Let me say this. Let me say this before we move on real quick too, man. For those who saying that Anthony Joshua just doing it for the money, I don't agree with that, because Anthony Joshua got plenty of money. He don't need to fight for the money. I think that he's doing it because, out of competition and pride. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing it because he got something to prove. He want to show people, hey, I still can, because y'all got a man that act like that after losing, that shows me the competitiveness deep down in him. Like when I saw him fucking smile, when I saw him smiling and really didn't even look like he cared about losing those other fights, I had a problem with that. Like, why is this dude walking around smiling and look like he don't even give a fuck about losing? But when he acted how he acted, yeah, he shouldn't have acted like that. But it did show me, okay, he do got a lot of competitiveness in him, because at this time, he felt like, I did everything I could do. I did my best and I fucking lost. Like, what the fuck else I got to do? He really felt like that. Like, I lost. And he couldn't take it. So now it's about his pride in the competition and the competitor in him. You know, that's what it's about now. And salute to my man Tony Boswell for becoming a member of the channel. Salute to you. I appreciate you always coming through, showing love and support. But yeah, I think that's just what it is. But I don't see him beating Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, this is heavyweight boxing, and one punch can change it all. So for us to say that he don't have a chance, oh, he got a chance because he could crack and he got some skills. He's just not on the level of Tyson Fury to me, but he has a chance.
Real quick, Key, if you don't mind, I kind of just want to touch a little bit on what Coach said, because he said something about AJ not having heart, and I don't think he meant it like he doesn't have heart to take the fights, because we see this guy taking difficult fights, right? But I think it's more like he doesn't have the willpower once he's in the ring and the going gets tough. He can't find that extra that last gear, he can't go that extra mile and do what champions have to do, right? I think that's kind of what he meant. I don't know if if I'm
exactly
interpreting that.
Can I say
exactly
this?
what I meant.
Can I say this? But that's when like AJ can go in there and knock anybody out. We all know that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that animal got to be tamed in your heart, man. Like, you got to know what the hell you doing. And that's the thing. You can't just be going in there like, okay, you know what? If I, like, say for instance, you go in there like, I don't give a damn if I lose. I'm a wild out. I'm a swing. But see, that's not the key to winning at professional level. You can't you gotta have that dog, but he gotta tame that shit up and know what he doing it for. That's the thing I didn't see what AJ was doing.
To his credit, Swai, he said before he never had a game plan.
Right.
Like he said before, I ain't never had a game plan for a fight. And to see him actually work the beginning of the game plan, then he fought ugly, you understand? So now to think, hey, he might can put it together. And let's not forget, he was dropped in the Vladimir Klitschko fight. He got up and won that fight. That was 10 years ago, but you understand, he done been there. He done been in them trenches. He done been there with the best of them. So to say he ain't got a chance to win, you understand, ain't something I'm willing to do.
Yeah, that Anthony Joshua is long gone though. The guy that fought Klitschko, the guy that got hurt and rocked by Dillian White and then came back and knocked him out. That guy, we saw him. Last time we seen him was in New York. Andy Ruiz took all that shit from him, bro.
But knockout. Now knockout. But my stance is now it's kind of like he ain't really got shit to lose. So we might see that guy again. You feel me? Because now it ain't like he got all this pressure on his back to you got to you just won, but everybody thought it was, you just lost one, but everybody thought it was a fluke. Now you ain't really got nothing to lose. People are looking at you like you ain't shit anyway. Now he ain't got nothing to lose.
Soon as
he got to box that up though. See, that's the part. He got to box that up though, man. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up.
But is he really willing to do what we see? Is he really willing to do what we see guys like Miguel Berchelt and Deontay Wilder do? Like, you may lose, but are you really willing to get your ass knocked out while throwing a punch, stepping forward? Do you still have that in you? If he don't have that in him, Tyson Fury gonna walk through that man like wet tissue paper, bro. And even if he do have it in him,
he take some chances against Usyk.
But look, bro, if he do have that in him, no OTB. If he do got that in him, then that might just mean he lasts a little bit longer because he still might get his ass whooped.
Let me tell you something, OTB. Usyk don't punch as hard as Tyson Fury, number one. He didn't let his hand. He let him touch him up the whole fight and wasn't throwing his fucking hands. Tyson Fury throws a lot of punches, bro, and it's a big ass dude. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this fight ain't gonna go the distance, and I'm willing to put money on it that he get destroyed in this fight. I promise y'all, he's going to get annihilated in this fight. And anybody want to put their money on it, I got you. He's going to destroy Anthony
Nobody
Joshua.
betting
I
that
don't think nobody.
shit.
I don't think you're gonna be able to get that bet.
Ain't nobody betting that
He's
shit.
going
I don't
to
think he's gonna
destroy
be able to
this
get that
dude.
back,
I'm
though.
not playing devil's advocate. I don't do that shit. He's
Hey,
going
ain't
to get
nobody
destroyed.
betting that
He don't
shit.
have
let
the
me
heart.
let me move on. Let's move on because we got to get to this next subject, right? And I got to tell y'all, man, like this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence shit, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of it. Now I'm kind of past that shit.
Me too.
Right? If the nigga don't sign the fucking contract, you know, and they don't make the fight happen, make Jaron Boots Ennis and Errol Spence. That's the fight I want to see. If they can't get this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight on and popping, and Errol Spence is saying that he's fighting with or without Terence Crawford, he still fight. I want to see Jaron Boots Ennis. You know why? Because I get on here all the time and I tell everybody, look, I just want to see the best fight the best. Yeah, I got certain fighters that I rock with heavy, and Errol Spence is one of them. But you know what? I'm not running around here scared for Errol Spence to take an L. If I think that Errol Spence, I think he the best. I think he the best at 147. I think that Jaron Boots Ennis, on paper, is the most dangerous fighter out there at 147. So
I think so too.
That is the best fighting the best.
I agree.
If
I agree.
Terence Crawford does not sign that contract, fight Jaron Boots Ennis. And you know why? To me, and to a lot of diehard boxing fans that really know boxing, you're going to get more credit for beating Jaron Boots Ennis than you will Terence Crawford. Because a lot of people look at Jaron Boots Ennis as that guy that can't nobody fuck with. And if you go and knock off the young, hungry lion, the young, hungry dude that don't nobody want to fight, ain't nobody fucking with you, and can't nobody in boxing tell me different. Can't nobody in boxing tell me different. Do something that all the other fighters wouldn't do when you was coming up. You be that guy. Be that guy, because when Errol Spence was coming up, he was Jaron Boots Ennis. None of them dudes wanted to fuck with him. All them dudes was running, ducking, and hiding in the bushes. They didn't want no parts of Errol Spence. And he was complaining about it. Remember, they had a whole fucking campaign to ice it, to freeze him out. They tried to freeze him out. If it wasn't for Al Heyman and the people over at PBC, right, taking a liking to Errol Spence and knowing this dude, he gonna be something, they would have succeeded in freezing him out, because Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, even Kell Brook, none of them wanted to fight Errol Spence. They all was looking at him like, nah, man, we ain't getting in the ring with this dude. Fuck him. We gonna fight each other, but make sure we don't fight him. So we're gonna all agree, you don't fight him, I won't fight him. You don't fight him, I won't fight him. Right? Be the guy that say, fuck all that shit. You know what? Y'all talking about Jaron Boots Ennis, this, and that. I'm gonna go and knock his ass off before he really gets started. Go knock him off. Best fight the best. I want to see it. So
and Boots called him out last fight, remember?
What's up?
And Boots called him out last fight.
Yeah. Boots is calling you out. You know, keep the same energy that you always do with everybody else. EJ don't let nobody call him out. So yeah, I want to see that shit. That's a tremendous fight. I want to see it. Boots is he available. You available. If y'all can't get none done, stop going back and fuck a Terence Crawford if y'all can't get none done. Tell his ass, tell Showtime, you know what? Fuck him. We sick of playing with him. Give me Boots. Go ahead and give me the guy that everybody says better than him anyway. Give me Boots. Let's make it happen. Put it in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Let's make it happen. What y'all got on that?
Who's starting first?
That's box talk. It's box talk.
Right.
Me personally, I love that fight. I think it is the best fight to have at 147. That doesn't include Terence Crawford, right? Obviously, like I just mentioned at the last fight, I think it was Charlo Castaño too. Boots reeled him in. He did a little thing where he reeled him in. I was there, and Spence was there in the crowd. So we saw that whole thing. So, Boots is calling for him. And yeah, if Crawford's just hard to do business with, and I guess don't do business with him. And then it's been, a little over a year now since he defended the belt. Won't be long before he gets stripped, is my guess. So that belt's going to go somewhere anyways. What is he going to do? Is he going to fight Virgil Ortiz and defend that belt? Probably not. I don't think Virgil wants that smoke. So I don't know. Crawford is just kind of phasing himself out. It seems like might price himself out and not end up getting a fight at all. Might end up without a belt. And they might end up with Spence anyways. So I think it's a great fight. Whether the casual fan agrees with it or not, because I don't know how familiar the casual fan is with Boots. But I know we know who Boots is. We know he is basically what you said, Errol Spence was a couple years ago. And I think it's the best fight to make at 147. That doesn't include Terence Crawford.
Yep. What you got, OTB?
Shit, that's a hell of a fight. When Bud ain't had no fight after Sean Porter, what we was hearing. Why don't Bud fight Boots? Why don't Bud fight Boots? Bud sat his ass back. He ain't fight no damn body. And shit, come next man up. And I think that's a big opportunity for Boots. And what I say for EJ is be his Lamont Peterson. Be his Lamont Peterson. Remember when ain't nobody want to fight EJ? Who gave him that chance to get his ass out there for that strap? Lamont Peterson did. So go ahead. This is what the game is about.
Yeah, shit, hey, move like the rest of these dudes in boxing ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time we seen a guy on the level of Errol Spence give another fighter that's on the come up, that's destroying every motherfucking thing like Jaron Ennis is, give him a shot and say, you know what? They talking about you, I want to fight you. When the last time you had a fighter do that shit?
Shit, only one I could think of that's kind of close to it was Bernard Hopkins and Jermaine Taylor, maybe.
Floyd and Canelo?
Huh?
Floyd and Canelo?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. Floyd and Canelo.
But that was a long time ago.
That's the last time we could really think of that shit, though. That it happened. These fighters ain't doing shit like that. So I think that Errol Spence, put yourself above everybody, because I think everybody on this panel will agree. If he did that shit and went out and beats Boots' ass, and like he to me,
right.
But does he though? That's a hard fight.
He would never have to prove nothing else again.
Come on, that's the one.
And I think he win that fight.
That's a hard fight.
I think he win that fight.
I'm down.
You think Spence wins that fight?
Yeah, I think Spence win that fight, bro.
That's the only 50-50 fight in welterweight.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. I can't call it.
I think it's on you anyway, knockout.
Yeah, so bro, I agree with everything y'all saying. You know how I get down, bro. Like, if for some reason we can't get Crawford Spence, give me Boots and Spence, bro. Or but that's first choice. Or I'll take a Stanley on this Spence fight. I'll take a fucking Keith Thurman in Spence fight. But I've always said this, and I'm gonna hold true to it though. If Spence does that, I need the same way that the PBC or whoever came out with the reports and we all found out what Canelo was being offered to fight Caleb Plant, and that it was a more than fair offer, and he was being a diva and he turned it down, but then he came back and took it because they basically publicly shamed him and let him know that he was getting everything that he wanted. Before I see him do that, before he move on from Crawford, I need to know who fault it is, bro. I need to know why I'm not seeing the fight I've been asking for since I started my goddamn channel. But I will be okay with that fight because it's a great fight, but it can't be because Spence and it's on Spence and the PBC as to why we're not seeing him versus Crawford. As long as the reason is something to do with Terence Crawford, then yeah, give me Boots versus Spence. But I need to know who to get this goddamn smoke to, because you best be for damn sure. If I don't get Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, I gotta get this smoke to somebody, bro. It's somebody goddamn fault, and I want to know who, bro. So I think it's a great fight. I think that it's a fight that it will be extremely fan friendly, and people thinking Boots can't win that fight, bro. Look, man, Boots is the truth, dog. That's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. So hell yeah, I'm down for it, bro. I think it's a damn good fight if we can't get the fight that we all want, bro.
Conor Ben is there too. He's available now. Remember?
Nah,
I prefer Virgil before Conor.
You on mute, kid.
So did Conor Ben himself saying come out and say he was pulling out, or was just still his dad?
No,
Chris Eubank.
Eubank. You're talking about Eubank.
Yeah, I mean Chris Eubank.
But now obviously Conor Ben doesn't have an opponent. I want to see Boots. Boots
Well, I'm
Spence.
saying, did Chris Eubank come out himself and say I'm pulling out, or is it still just his dad saying that?
I haven't heard anything from him.
Because as far as the promotional company saying until Conor Ben, until Chris Eubank come and tell us that he's pulling out, his dad can't speak for him. So that's what they said. So I'm just trying to get some clarification on that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it's not happening, but
in other words, they're gonna sue his ass.
So far, Keith, to answer your question, so far, bro, it's just what his daddy's saying, bro.
It's just his dad so far.
Yeah,
so,
it's just that. I think they're trying to use that. I think they're trying to use that shit to get some changes to the weight and shit. And they ain't really trying to move out the fight. I think they're using it as a negotiation ploy to try to, either A, make the catch weight more, or B, get rid of the rehydration clause. Because right now they got them fighting not only at a catch weight, but they also got them under a rehydration clause. So I think they're just trying to get rid of one of those stipulations to give Eubanks a fairer chance to win, bro.
So it ain't off. It's off, but it ain't off. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it ain't off. At the end of the day, I know that's your daddy, but bro, you 30-something years old. If that's the case, you know how to say some shit your damn self, bro.
And I cooked on that yesterday,
Yeah, they try and bully them out of that damn rehydration clause. But shit, IBF is 10 pounds. That still puts you at walk-in weight of 167. You understand? So shit, I can't imagine they made the rehydration less than the IBF make it.
My man Tony Boswell says
still walking in at 170.
Errol Spence. He says Errol Spence versus Crawford does good numbers, in my opinion, and it's a fight that the sport of boxing needs for its history, for undisputed. I hope it happens. But see, this is the thing, right? He's right. We need this fight, but in history, if you go back and say, yeah, we didn't get that fight, but Errol Spence, that motherfucker was so goddamn bad. He went and knocked off the guy that everybody was scared of. Like, if he go do that shit, bro, that shit gonna speak volumes. If he go do that, because Bud don't even want that smoke with Boots. Let's keep it 100.
Facts.
Nobody wants to fight Boots. And if Errol Spence say, you know what? Fuck all that shit.
Damn, OTB.
I want him.
Hey.
Hey, coach, I ain't never not kept it 100, coach.
You starting to come to the dark side, I need.
Nah, hell nah, shit. But he could have had that fight. After the Sean Porter, he could have had that fight. Boy, and like I said then, what would that do for his legacy then? I didn't want nothing to jeopardize the Errol Spence fight, but that was under the inclination that we was going to get the Errol Spence fight next. Well, now that you goddamn it don't get the Errol Spence fight, now you got two people that's arguably, you understand, had the talent to be Hall of Fames within this sport that you didn't fight.
Hey, you know what though? As a fan though, like this what got me cooking, man. Because I was talking to my granddad about it the other day, and he watched boxing all the time. I mean, we just grew up by watching boxing, right? So, all right, as a fan. Because I can only talk to him as a fan because he boxed. Like I didn't do that. But I watched it, right? All right. So you remember the movie Ninja Turtles, the first one? And remember when they was doing
that was a good one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I went to the movies to see. I went to the movies to see that as well. And I sat in the front row. I sat in the front row of that when it came out, like 91, 90.
Yeah, me too.
I sat in the front row. I'm right, the big ass the screen. I'm right there, all up in the screen and shit.
Yeah, remember?
That was the loudest shit ever.
y'all
It
remember
went
when
down
they
on the
were doing rock,
rooftop.
Hey, that's when movies was real and shit. They
That was a great movie. I don't give a fuck what nobody
It
says.
They had to
went
put
down
on
on
big ass.
the rooftop.
Hey, y'all remember the Ninja Turtles?
And shit, bro.
Remember the Ninja Turtles and Nintendo? The
Right.
video
Oh,
game?
Hell yeah. Hey, that was live, Keith.
Oh my shit.
Hey, y'all remember when they were doing rock, paper, scissors to fight Shredder, right?
Fight Shredder
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
That's how I feel about, okay, if EJ and Crawford don't make it, right? I feel like they doing rock, paper, scissors to fight Boots. Okay, EJ get Boots. Okay, that's a danger. Anyway, anybody who fight him dangerous. If EJ get Boots, as a fan, I support that because I wanted to see Crawford and EJ, but I support it. But that means Crawford gonna have to go up to fight Charlo. And that's the only way that I'm gonna be like really like solidified and cool with it. Because he already been talking shit to Charlo, and Charlo already don't like him. So if EJ gotta go for Boots, which we all know that's a dangerous one. So Crawford can laugh at EJ because he get Boots. But now you're gonna have to go up to 154 and man take on that boy Charlo. And I'm gonna open up the I open up because they
Bro, he not going.
Al no
That
ain't
fight
making
ain't
that shit
That
happen.
is never,
That sound
ever,
good.
ever.
It sound good in theory, bro. It sound
should've
good in
never
theory, right? But
materialized.
you gotta understand, bro. Al Heyman and them, they petty, bro. So if for some reason Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fall through, bro, they not finna let him fight Jamel, bro. You
You're
like
not fucking
if he
with
gonna
that.
fight a PBC fighter, it's gonna be Earl, bro. If he don't fight Earl, they gonna freeze him out, dog.
No, that's
Y'all
what I'm
do-
saying.
Y'all
No,
do
that's
know
what-
I
no,
never
that's what
got
I'm
to go,
saying.
right? Y'all do
But that's
know
what
that,
I'm
right?
saying. I believe that.
Hey,
Like,
hang
coach,
on.
I ain't know that. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
on mute.
coach
No,
turn. Let coach go.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I
Coach
believe
didn't get to
that.
cook yet.
I believe that. I believe that. I believe that, right? But as you know, I try to come, just talking about boxing as a fan. And that's and see, for me, I don't see how it's no way possible that these two boxers, Crawford and EJ, can't come together. Okay, but I gotta accept what I can't control. So okay, it might not happen. But if EJ gotta fight Boots, that's a dangerous fucking fight, man. So Crawford, you're gonna have to give me somebody.
Virgil or Connor Ben. They're not with PBC. It's easier to make.
There you go. I mean, I'm
Yep.
just saying.
That's what's
That's
gonna
what I'm
happen.
saying. He got to do something. If EJ got to fight Boots, Crawford gonna have to do something, and that's just my opinion. I mean, come on, who else you gonna fight?
I don't think it'll be
Mel.
Charlo though.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be Charlo.
If it
He'll
ain't
never
Charlo,
fight
then
another.
who is it?
He'll never fight another PBC
But that's
fight.
what I'm saying. If it ain't Charlo, if Crawford don't fight Charlo, who is that?
It's Connor
So,
Ben
it's
or
so
Virgil
close.
Ortiz.
Hey,
Ben?
Coach finna cut somebody out.
Ooh,
Y'all just
Conor
skipped
Ben?
over him.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, coach. Go ahead, coach.
Bro, this
Go ahead, Coach.
fight with Boots. I wish it. Fuck y'all know how I feel about it. The best fight, the best. I don't care who win, lose, or draw. That shit would be a gangsta ass fight. Then we will see really how far along Boots is, if he's really that good, because he's gonna be fighting the best fighter in the 147-pound division. You know,
Sure.
the people he's been fighting, it's gonna be a lot different when you in there with somebody like EJ. So
Man, for sure.
we're gonna see if he's really what they say he is, and what we've been seeing as far as the eye test on these fighters that he's been fighting. But I don't see that happening. I wish it would happen, but I don't see it happening. I think that he would. I mean, it's just wishful thinking on the part of us, hoping that would happen.
Right.
But it ain't gonna happen. I could tell y'all that right now. Because first of all, they had to give Stanion the step aside money for him to get the Ugas fight. So if he don't fight Terence Crawford and he don't fight Keith Thurman, then Stanion is gonna be the fucking guy. I'm telling y'all right now. Just watch and see.
That shit that's gonna be a massacre because Standing.
I'm just telling y'all, they had to pay him last time step aside money. I'm
He
just telling you.
pumpkin head his ass, boy.
He
That shit gonna
probably,
be
yes,
purple
he will.
and
Yes,
red.
I agree. But it's gonna either be Stanionis or Thurman. It ain't gonna be Boots.
Stanionis could be an action-packed fight, though. It will be action-packed because, man, Stanionis, he don't have no defense. He coming straight forward, and you got.
And he gonna work. And he gonna
But
work
better
that
get
jab.
next up,
He
bro.
gonna work that
Hey,
jab.
then I'm with Key then, man. Like Key, remember maybe like 2 weeks back, Key was he was telling us about the build up between EJ and Thurman. And see, I wasn't even lit because remember, I was in the chat and I said, man, if Crawford
I'd
and
rather see
EJ don't
boots.
happen, then if EJ and Thurman happen, it's like my mama bringing home the wrong pair of Jordans. Like, I'm upset. But now that the stuff ain't going through, I'm like, you know what? Let's do Thurman. Like, I
Hey,
mean, why not?
let me say something about what you said about the wrong
We
pair of
talking about a
Jordans, right?
body snatch.
So in 19, what was it? It was probably like 91, 91, 92, 90. It was when the Cowboys was, shit, hot. I want a Cowboys jacket. I'm like, man, I want that motherfucking Cowboys jacket bad.
the starter joint, the starter joint with the strip on it.
So Christmas come. I like, I know I'm finally gonna get my Cowboys jacket. They bring me home a motherfucking Buffalo Bills jacket. A Buffalo Bills jacket.
They went to 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but I ain't want no
that was
goddamn
tough
Buffalo
at the bus
Bills.
stop.
Man, I wasn't a goddamn
Jim Kelly,
Thurman Thomas fan. Shit,
Hey, I hope you still got it because they're balling now.
Man,
Nah,
one year I had the Thurman Thomas face mask.
I lost it on the playground playing basketball. And
Hey, bro, don't say Cowboys again.
Where that goddamn jacket we got you? Hey, I got my ass tore when I came home with that.
Hey, forget all that. I'm reporting the stream. Don't talk about the Cowboys no more, bro. Don't do that.
Man, we don't.
Hey, Key, you mind if I ask the panel a question?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, shoot.
So, let me just set the stage real quick. We know in November, Spence is fighting, regardless of who his opponent is. We know Spence is fighting. December, we know Gervonta's fighting. We don't know who he's fighting either, but we know he's fighting. I'm hearing rumors. I don't know if they're true. I'm hearing rumors that it's Ryan Garcia and that's a done deal. Again, I don't know if it's true, but that's what I'm being told.
You said that Gervonta Davis is fighting Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
You froze.
Oh, I say all that to ask you guys this.
Wait,
Are we more likely to get...
You froze up. Run that back because I didn't get you. Run that back.
Okay. So we know in November Spence is fighting. Regardless of who his opponent is, we know he's fighting. In December, we know Gervonta's fighting. He's got his date already. We know he's fighting. We don't know who his opponent is either, but we know he's fighting. And I'm being told, I'm hearing rumors, right, that it's Ryan Garcia and that's a done deal. Now, I don't know if it's true, but that's just what I'm being told.
Mm-hmm.
Are we more likely, I say all that to ask you guys, are we more likely to get Ryan Garcia and Tank before we get Spence Crawford? Or are we going to get Spence Crawford first?
That's a good question because right now, I mean, come on, we've been talking about this. When did Spence fight? And he fought in April, May, June, July, August, September. This 5 months.
So what's more likely to happen?
It's 5 months we've been, and they still ain't got shit, you know what I'm saying, set in stone. But then Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis is real hard for me to believe when you got Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, Al Hammond, and then Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Like, to me, that's a hard combination to see coming together and making the event happen. Like, that's real hard for me to see. So I'm gonna say Errol Spence and Crawford because it's real hard for me to see them coming together and getting some business done.
I think the same thing, but if they make it before making Spence Crawford official, that's crazy.
What's happening with it? Crush in the building. What it do?
Salute,
Yeah, that's like
Hey, bro, that's a tough question.
Like cold damn hell, man.
That's a tough question that you asked, Box Talk. But the answer, I agree with Key, because at least we do know that Spence and Crawford been in negotiations. We know that they actually negotiating the fight, that they've been talking about the fight. We've heard Spence say he guaranteed that the fight gonna happen this year. We heard Crawford say that he gonna get the fans the fight that they want. So at least they talking right. Oscar De La Hoya just yesterday said he's still waiting on the PBC to call him, and they don't know what the hell. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know what the hell going on. So I agree with Key, bro. I think if you got to put my feet to the fire, I say we more likely to get Spence Crawford and then Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, not so much. Because if you just look at Golden Boy, bro, like, look at how they move Jaime Munguia. Look at how they move Zerto Ramirez. You got Ryan Garcia there, bro. They ain't like they not doing this risky ass shit where they fighter can lose right now. They're gonna try to probably get around to like 35-0 with 32 knockouts and shit, and then maybe he might start fighting somebody. But right now, I don't see that shit happening no time soon, bro.
Box Talk, why you got the mic, man? Because you really be putting on, man, giving the fans a treat for everybody that, you know, not buying the pay-per-views or can't afford it or whatever. Like I said, man, I went back in the, what was it, the McBroom and what was it, the McBroom?
What's it? I didn't go for them, bro. I went for some dude on the undercard, but yeah, Austin McBroom
put it up, right? And when I was watching it, my stream went out. So I had to go back to your channel, and I'm like, oh shit, he put the fight up. And me and my lady, we went to your channel and we watched the rest of what happened on your channel. So, you know, I want to say, man, thank you for going to all these fights. You know what I'm saying? Using your hard-earned dollar and posting these fights so the fans can see them. And so let everybody know what you got going on this weekend for those who might not be able to, you know, get the fight.
Yeah, so usually I go to a lot of events and I upload the fights, as many as I can go to. I'm on the West Coast, so usually, you know, it's fights in Vegas, fights in LA, etc. I went last week and I covered the whole YouTubers TikToker thing. I was really excited for Le'Veon Bell versus Adrian Peterson. I wanted to see that.
That was dope.
And then one of my boys, small upcoming fighter, Matthias Radcliffe, was on the undercard, so I went to see him. But that was, you know, this past weekend. This upcoming weekend, I'm gonna be at Canelo Triple G, so I'll have that up either the night of the fight or, you know, a couple hours later. I'll have it on the channel.
Yeah. So put a lot of people, they want you to drop your link in the chat so they could go, you know. So
let me get that for you guys.
Yeah.
Facts.
And you got a membership too, don't you?
I do, because this is what I'm doing, Key. And
yeah, I'm gonna become a channel member because, like I said, man, you got some great stuff you be dropping.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because the reason I'm bringing you guys the fights for free. I don't want to put it behind a paywall. The only reason why I have a paywall and I have the premium member thing available is because I have a lot of loopholes that I go through to be able to keep these fights up, right? But sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't keep them up, and they do get taken down. And when they do get taken down, I re-upload them for members only. So they'll stay up there, and whoever's trying to take my fights down won't be able to take my fights down because, you know, they won't be able to see them pretty much.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I went and went back and studied because I forgot who I was arguing with. But I went back and studied the whole Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios fight from his channel.
Yeah,
you know
I have, like, for example, I had Gervonta Davis, Isaac Cruz up there for the longest time. And you know, I was jumping through these loopholes. Eventually, I couldn't keep it up, so that video got taken down. But I re-uploaded it again for premium members only. So if you're looking for that fight, it is on the channel. It's for premium members only. So
yeah, and I appreciate you, Box, because your shit made it through the zone, man. Hey, the zone don't be playing with my ass, boy. I'm telling you, because I be needing that film, man. So I deeply appreciate you even offering it to me, bro. And you understand that you keep me from having to jump over yet another hurdle.
Yep, sir. I try. Shout out to the people on my team that helped me keep up these fights. I got some good people helping me out. So
yeah, that shit dope. That shit dope.
Facts. That shit fire.
OTB, man, let them know what you got going on tonight. So I'm gonna just go around the panel because we're gonna get ready to shut it down. And I know that, you know, y'all got to prepare. Not you and Knockout, y'all got to prepare for these debates tonight. Let them know what you got going on, OTB.
Yeah, we got Alicia Baumgardner versus Michaela Mayer tonight on Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I think it's 8:30 Central. I think it's 8:30 Central time.
Yeah, show started at 7:30. I had a panel open there first, and then we'll get to the debate by 8:30, 8:45.
Facts. So everybody make sure y'all make it there, man. It's gonna be a hell of a debate. I'm telling you right now, even if you did
who debating tonight?
I'm debating Jay Chestnut tonight.
This was the debate that was supposed to go down Thursday, but my internet went down, so we're doing it tonight, bro.
We about to get it in, man. And for everybody who did catch they little back and forth, man, we gonna drop some new jewels on y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. We about to dig into this shit. And for everybody else,
look what Mr. Mechanical said, OTB.
Man, we about to dig into this shit, man.
Look what he said, OTB.
Nah, just so everybody know, man, in case y'all can't tell, I put the weed down before I even come and holler at y'all from now
Hey,
on.
I already put him back down to the proving grounds because I don't have him debating a content creator. He debating a subscriber. So if he can't get through, if he can't, no disrespect to my brother Jay Chestnut, but if OTB can't get through, if he can't get through Jay Chestnut, I don't know if we'll see him back on the main stage again, bro.
Man,
you know
here
what I'm saying?
y'all go, man. I came in this shit doing
man.
this shit. Y'all about to, hey, don't give me to talking that shit.
I'm looking to learn because shit. I'm looking to learn from both of them.
Yeah,
with this
man.
debate.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. We ain't gonna leave no stones unturned. At least I know I ain't. So and everybody else, man, go check out that Shakur Stevenson and Robinson Conceição film watch I got up, man. And you gonna see some shit you ain't expect to see. I could promise you that, man. Then you'll get a idea what this debate about to look like.
Yeah. Postman, the debate is on Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Knockout Boxing 86 TV and Knockout. For those who don't know, the few that might not know, just put your link in the chat.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, bro.
And let everybody know what you got going on for the whole week because you got to
look
this week, Knockout.
Yeah, bro. Look, man. First of all, shout out to my brother Keon, man. Always supporting me and showing me love and got a great thing going over here. So y'all hit this man like button. Y'all subscribe to his channel. If you ain't subscribed to him, I don't even know if I can say whether or not you really like boxing. And salute to all the brothers on the panel as well. They got channels. Y'all subscribe to all these brothers. As far as me, man, I just dropped my link in the chat. Y'all go check us out. We got 3 debates this week, man. We got 3 debates this week. We're gonna be live tonight at 7:30 p.m. We got like OTB said, Alicia Baumgartner, Michaela Mayer, the first ever women's boxing debate on the channel. I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. I'll be judging the debate. We got D Free from Boxing Matches with Dwayne Freeman. He's gonna be judging the debate, and also Nick J of Queens of the Ring. She's gonna come through and she's gonna judge the debate for us tonight. So a lot of people were talking about the format after the great debate that Keon and BFTB had. I want to let everybody know we're now going to 3 judges. Chat, you will still have a vote. The outcome of the debates from now on will be determined by myself and the other 2 judges that I have up on the panel with me. If I'm participating in the debate, like I'm the one that's debating Wednesday and Thursday, then I'll have 3 judges up there that'll judge the debate. But from now on, 3 judges. Chat, you still get to have your voice. You still get to say who you believe won the debate. But for the sake of making it a fun experience for everybody and to have great content creators continue to participate, I think it's best if I step in and I start judging. That way, everybody will get a better idea of what we're looking for. What type of content you need to expect from the people that are debating, just so you can know how to judge a debate properly. I'm going to start judging them, and hopefully I can get out of the way in the future. But for the foreseeable future, I will be judging every debate that I'm not participating in, along with 2 other judges. But other than that, man, live tonight at 7:30, live Wednesday night at 7:30. Thursday night, not only do I have a debate, I also got my picks for y'all. If y'all was paying attention, we did the pick for the Showbox card last week, and we got 2 underdogs right, and we made a lot of good money last week. So y'all need to check out the picks as well. The TKO prediction show, that shit ain't going nowhere. I'm always give y'all the picks, but check out what we got going on now new. And that's the TKO debate series. Hopefully y'all all enjoy the debate tonight, the debate tomorrow, and the debate on Thursday. And I already got one scheduled for next Wednesday, working to try to schedule one for next Thursday too. So y'all stay tuned. Hit my community page so you can get updates. Key, I appreciate you as always, and I appreciate all y'all brothers up here on the panel as well, man.
Yes, sir. And Coach, let them know what you got going on, Coach.
Y'all calling the Glove Up Boxing and more, man. And on Friday nights, we got Coach and the Queen where we leave boxing alone and talk about life. So y'all come in and subscribe, man. I'm going to start dropping a little more content. I just been kind of busy with other things, other businesses. So y'all just come and check me out, bro. I'm going to be there tonight, OTB. Boy, I got you back in the chat. Don't worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all boys have a good debate. Yeah. You don't look at the chat and don't smoke, nigga, before the show.
Oh shit! Look at him and cook him like I do. Shit,
man, I'm about to be cooking the chat. This shit gonna be epic, man. I'm telling you, cook the chat. He already did.
Yeah, that's
we ain't even worried about that. We got long as we can talk, man. We good tonight. You ain't got to worry about it. We don't need no protection.
But see, you ain't got to worry about that because the chat gonna be a little different tonight. Because Jay Chestnut, he don't have no platform and stuff, so that's gonna be a little different.
Well,
But man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to all of these debates knock out guy and Coach. Man, y'all better start checking for Coach. And he be having some great shows. If you really want to put some meat on your brains, the show with him and his wife on Fridays. That shit is like that. He be having some fire ass shows. Like I said,
Knockout won a prize last week.
My woman,
Yeah, I'm looking for some competition. Key, I need you and your lady to pull up.
I'm gonna tell y'all, my woman, she'll watch this, but she really fuck with Coach. Like she really fuck with Coach and the Queen. Like when that's on, you can't even talk to her when they show on. Like for real, like she really that's her favorite show on YouTube by far. And so
man, that's a hell of a show though.
Yeah, I need Key. I need you and your lady to come up because I need some competition.
Yeah, we gonna be there.
You know what I'm saying? We need some
competition. We're gonna be there this weekend because we're gonna be there Friday. We're gonna be right there.
I'm gonna forever be in the chat of that one.
She like I said, it was my she had her earpiece in, then she went back when we was partying at the house and stuff late because everybody had came over late after we had the little party for my daughters. They came back and she went off in the room and was watching Coach and them shows, watching the rest of it. And she was telling me like, oh yeah, no, I'm trying to watch because they trying to call us out. I need to be prepared. And I need to be prepared for next week. And so, hey, she already ready. I got to get ready.
Yeah, it was a nice show. It was
dope,
fun,
man.
Bro.
He be having some great shows and it's raw and uncut. It ain't no, oh yeah, we're in love, and I just nah.
It ain't that.
We ain't on that type of shit. That shit raw. You know what I'm saying? That's raw. That shit is raw. So
Jonathan, what you upset about, homie? What you agitated about, bro? Jonathan Simon, what's up, bro?
John, what's happening with it? Jay Simon, what's happening with it? He said he agitated.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, but man, much blessings to you, Jay Simon. Hope everything is all right.
But yeah, man. With me.
Huh?
I don't know why my brother agitated, bro. He gonna type in. I'll see what he said.
No, I think earlier he would. I don't think it's with you. I think it was something else that's going on. He got going on. Okay. But but man, like I said, my man Swat Jones. Before we get up out of here, man, let me get your last words.
Yeah, man. I think as far as me, man, I can't tell you how much love I got for man ETB, OTB, Coach, G5, man, BFTB, man, Blue. Like, what something is like. I was just really doing the day-to-day, man, to, staying out of trouble and shit like that. Just like really just working a 9 to 5. And, I got out the military, man, life is good. So when I came back to like competitive sports, man, it was like a pastime that I had because I remember when I competed like real strong, but then I didn't know what to do with it. So like, just looking at y'all shows every day, man, y'all became like a family for me because me and my son listen to y'all every day. So with me, man, I'm thinking about branching out, just like doing something to contribute to sports. So I don't really have like no link or nothing, but I mean, one thing I'll tell you is I'm a fan just off top. I don't come from no other knowledge than being a fan. But I do understand, I do want to see the best compete against the best because when you play sports and you compete against the best, you always wondered if you was the best. And then you see all the people that are the best. So you want to see who really the top dog. So for me, that's where I come from. And I'm going to try to create my channel. But I mean, to be honest with you, man, I mean, I'm nothing without, the bros, ETB, OTB, Coach, Knockout Boxing. Those are my big dogs when it comes to this. So you'll see me in the chat. But know that I give them, the utmost respect because they gave me a place where I can talk. So, hey, that's Swat Jones just in a nutshell, man. So y'all might see something else different, but I rock with them all day, man, because this is important. It's not all of life, but if you don't understand being a competitor, you really don't understand much about life, and that shit ain't fake. So, yeah, that's me, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate you. Like I
Oh,
said,
we fuck
everybody
with
hit the
you,
like
Fly.
button before we get up out of here. Subscribe to all these great channels, and like I said, real soon we got Knockout Boxing 86 TV coming up, and make sure that y'all don't miss that. And we out. I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone, y'all.
Peace.
All right, then.